something right quick. Brisk show. Super Bowl. Tobi, you know what I'm saying? He's on time constraint. I'm on time constraint. We're gonna get this thing done in the realm of bowl real quick. Let me know how my levels are sounding. Let me know who y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Later, y'all doing that Philly. Y'all doing that Kansas City. How my levels? We'll make sure everything is good. Quick mic check. A brisk show in the realm. Sir Tobi, KCD2. You know what it is. You gotta see what's going on. Warhorse, everything, man. There's a lot to talk about. Let me know my level. D-Ranks, what's up? Roll call, what up? Roll Kelly, what's going on? Let's talk to me. How the level? All right, Lydian is good. Game adaptation, adaptation, newscast. Salute. Let's do C Money. Robert Kelly, what's up? Jelly, what's up? Matthew Ash, what's up? George Foreman, you already know. Big B Money, salute. J Mac, the OG, salute. Sounding good? All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna get going soon. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice show. Get y'all in and out for the Super Bowl. Y'all be ready for y'all parties afterwards. But all right, y'all. See y'all in a bit.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young whoop, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, work to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stuntin', but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
Mics are gonna be
Yeah, Cog is pushing.
Yeah, got you out there, got you glizzified.
Pause, bro. Yo. Nah,
we got you wrong. We got you wrong.
We ain't gonna do that, Croc Master.
You be like this, I gotta do this.
Yeah,
I hate that you said the heads on the head. That part makes me look like a buffoon. Like the buffoonery.
Yes.
Anywhere.
You having me eating glizzy. I gotta be all Yeah, nah.
Gotta be in there, grown man doing foolishness.
Wait until you gotta walk from the front to the back.
I know, I already know. You doing the public shame and humiliation. I know what you do. I know.
Next time, you think about what you got for me.
Addict, real quick, mic check.
Hello.
There we go. Switch it. There we go. Hello. Smooth. All right.
Addicts joints clean
these out. Yeah. I like that.
Yo, Robert Kelly, I swear to God, next time I see you, son, put the glizzies in there.
That's right.
Yo, I got you, Rob.
Hear ye, and we are live on Super Bowl day. And welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast, LLC, and lordsofgaming.net. This is episode number 387. 387. Another glorious Sunday. Remember that on an undercover? Yeah. That was a joint. And we are back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today, We've got that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 release week reviews, and of course, Outage to discuss for PlayStation. So we gonna get.
We live, but they not.
I knew that was coming.
That's not console war. I'm just talking about what's happening in the world.
You just talking about network connectivity.
Talking about it's wild. I'm so sorry for all of you.
Anyway, so let's introduce those original gaming nights of the realm. But actually, before we do that, first of all, Realm, seriously, I know the running joke whenever one of us misses is, hey, send some love and everything like that. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics, but please, Realm, send your love to Lord Sav. He's had a very difficult week. I'm not going to get into the specifics. That's for my brother to share when he's ready. But we love you, brother. We miss you. Man, everyone feels that. And then any real quick, King, Sav, any, for King and Attic, any words you want to say? For our brother.
I just pray for strength for him, because in this trying time, this is unmanageable. Just please, everybody, really pray for him. I know I joke and I'd be like, no, yeah.
It's serious stuff.
It's serious, y'all. It's serious, y'all. So we miss you, brother. We love you. We're going to keep this going. What's going on in the realm? So we introducing the rest of the gaming nights. My co-host with the co-boss, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of the Spin Clap, and the How of the Young Wolf. My man, Lord Attic, back to back. How we doing, sir? I feel like I'm in a podcast with you every day.
Exhausted.
Every other day.
I feel like every day we in a Zoom call, podcast, and doing work.
I couldn't sleep last night, so I edited it till like 6 in the morning, because I'm not going to just sit here and not get nothing done if I can't sleep. So
I feel
that's beautiful.
He's the hardest working in person in the biz. No doubt. Ain't playing anything? You been good?
I'm not allowed to talk about it. Well, I'm playing Avowed, so I guess
we can say that.
I beat it. So guys, prepare yourself on the 13th.
Prepare yourself.
I even started a second playthrough.
Prepare your anus. No, prepare yourself.
No, I had this one time where I was in a car with my friend John and lost control of it because it was a blizzard.
Oh wow!
And John the most serious face, like while we're sliding out of control, said, "Hey, prepare yourself."
Yo, don't I want to hear that on my way out. You know what I'm saying?
No, he really said that to me. He really said that to me.
I look over at you. Prepare.
I can't exactly remember if he looked over at me, but all I remember is right before we hit the bank, he said, "Hey, prepare yourself."
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah, no
what
doubt.
type of car you was pushing? You was pushing something that ain't have 4-wheel drive?
I can't remember what it was. It's been years.
Yeah, don't be out in the snow like that.
And of course, we have the incredible Hulk of this, aka the XS Gamer.
Ooh,
the prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the ascended one of the Xbox platform movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King. How we doing? Super Bowl.
Yo, so one dude asked me, he said, "Yo, King, why you say ooh in the beginning? Ooh. You don't know Younger May?
Yes.
Ooh. It was a thing.
That was a thing.
It was a thing. She was doing a thing. I thought she had a big career ahead of her. But listen, first and foremost, I want to tell you something. The hip hop nation lost a great one in Irv Gotti.
Yeah,
now, they kind of divided New York because you either took a side. You took a side of either Murder Inc. or you took 50. A side of either 50 Cent. Me personally, I ride with 50, but you can't deny what Irv and them did, historically.
Facts.
And, not taking away from, because I never glorified the man, I glorified the work.
Yes.
And the work from the individual was bar none a hardcore, serious work. And he put forth some of the greatest albums and some of the most influential music. He believed in, you wouldn't have got DMX if it wasn't for him.
Facts. Hold on. Let me back you up. Yeah. He put me on. I didn't know who he was now that I look back at it, but I remember him from the Mike Geronimo Is Real. He was on the couch there. Yeah. I was like, who the other kid that's just as hype as the rapper? You know what I'm saying? Yep. I was like, that's DJ Irvin on him. Salute.
Yeah, Herb was out here. He was hustling his tapes and his stuff, going to do parties in everybody's house, and to grind. You got to respect the grind to come from absolute nothing. His last big deal was he sold his masters for $300 million, and before he transcended. He did it how he wanted to do it. So I got to salute that soldier, and he transcended on to the next realm, and respect and everything, and his body of work, regardless of what you think of the individual or what you don't know, the individual put a body of work that cannot be approached. So salute him for going on. So when I got that news, it was crazy. But what I've been playing this week, I've been playing Marvel versus Capcom. I want to salute Jason Ronald and the team over at Xbox because they said they was going to do what they was going to do. Now, there's two things to this, right? One, it didn't come out inside Game Pass, but it did come out on a sale. So if you picked it up, I think it was like 20% off. If you've been watching Frontline Gaming streams, you see me playing. We out there, we getting it in. We do it all the time. It is the most complete. I understand now because from the outside, I told you I had all those games individually. To have those games all in one package. And to be able to, when we tournament play, to jump from game to game to game seamlessly. Like, yo, what we want to play next? Or what we want to do next? Let's jump into this next. I think they were so smart in putting together this package. They guaranteed a sale for the Fighting Collection 2. Guaranteed it. I'm playing the NDA game, which is a Valve right now. I'm purely addicted to it, so I'll be going back to do that later. Also, y'all been seeing me on Frontline Gaming streams. There's a couple of other games that I am playing that I cannot talk about, so I will not talk about
NDA boys,
when did you become an NDA dude?
I know I like his transition to a beta boy. Like I like how he, he got his moves right. He doing his 1-2.
Why you bringing up old stuff? like I told you, this is new year, new me. Like there's no console warring. This NDA kid out here, guy is on his grind, multiple channels. Like yo, be on the lookout for the next channel. I do have an AI channel that y'all gonna really love. But I'm doing a whole bunch of things out here. Kid moving and shaking. But Cog, what's up with you?
Yeah, man. Of course, the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spread that rubbers in the rum of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Yeah, with me, obviously, shout out to Maddie. We did an interview with Carrie Patel from Obsidian, and that went up on Free Freeze. Check that out when you guys get a chance. She was spitting some bars. As far as me, yeah, also part of the Beta Boy gang, doing our little 1-2, doing our little new edition. You know what I'm saying? Getting our little move on. We so much, obviously before, obviously still playing KCD 2, which we will talk about today. Obviously we're playing Avowed. Obviously we're playing South and other things. So yeah, man, it's just a busy time. It's a good time. It's a good busy time. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of positive things going on for the realm. Excited to share so much more with you guys. Apologies for anyone who's been reaching out. I just been so damn busy. But other than that, same old. What's up, Attic?
Pretty much gonna go straight from this to because I still got like 3 more things I gotta edit. So
it's nonstop, and I gotta make sure he's good. And then he know what I like about Attic. He knows how to deal with me because he's like, no, I'm not doing nothing until you see it. And then we got this synergy. How we edit, how we put things together is real fun, man. But it is a lot of work.
I sent him an edit last night. And I was like, I saved it. So if I need to change it, it's fine.
He know me with my little finicky stuff, but then I just see like a lot of times his professionalism, the way he cuts stuff up, it's just I'm like, man.
Yo, AKW. First of all, I don't want you even talking about it. He mad that I didn't bring up the fact that I was playing Call of Duty this weekend. If they on Frontline Gaming streams, you understand that I play multiple amount of games. It was double XP weekend, and I'm going to get into double XP weekend when we talk about the PlayStation outage. AKW, stop jumping the shark.
All right, we're good. What's up?
People were asking. Yes, I did watch the solo leveling episode this week. That anime might, if they continue at this pace, end up dethroning Attack on Titan as my favorite anime of all time.
Where's Bleach in the rankings? Where's that at?
Bleach is like the top 10.
Okay, so they
Coggins, y'all gotta force Cog to watch anime, son. Y'all gotta force Cog to watch anime.
Solo leveling is just like the pacing I see on the show, they do so much in like a 23-minute period. It's ridiculous. Like
for you, that's high praise. That's what's up. You already know. So we're gonna jump in because again, it's an accelerated show for the Super Bowl. We're gonna jump into the Patreon, man. Shout out to the Patreon. You know, hold on, let's break protocol.
I do. Yeah. I do think we gotta talk business.
All right, what's the business?
I think we should push the King punishment stream till next week.
Yes,
because we only got 2 hours to get to get his goal.
About the King punishment stream?
Punishment.
We only got 2 hours to get to his goal, and I don't feel comfortable doing it in 2 hours.
It's all.
I think we should continue the normal procedure. This is
next week's fine.
I think
this is the accelerated show.
I think this week we need to focus on our goals. So we got to get to Japan. So this week is my punishment stream.
Fine.
So
next
if they don't reach the goal, I don't do no glizzies.
Wait, hold on. He can't do that on Super Bowl. Hey, he think he's slick. He think he's slick. He tried to get that out on Super Bowl. And it's short show. He think he's slick.
Put a poll up.
All things will be postponed due to the circumstances. Due to the snowstorm Super Bowl.
Put a poll up. I'm down for the poll.
Pause. You down for the poll?
To be clear, we were supposed to stream this weekend, but we all came together and decided that like we would rather us, because we did our Avowed coverage yesterday, so that's already done. I just got to edit it. We would rather us focus on that and have that 2 hours go to us playing that game than play something live. So next week, Saturday, we'll play that game.
No doubt. Let's get it.
And I'll be real with you. I would have been able to beat it if we would have streamed.
Yeah.
So
it would have been
right.
It would have been messy for us. Let's get us a couple of super chats and we get right into the Patreon. Shout out to the Don Otaku, $2 super chat. Happy National Drake Annihilation Day. Wow. That's good. I know that boy feeling sick about what's about to happen. Oh, man. We just got to hear that chord and you feel away.
It's about to go.
Oh, man. Dr. Strangelove. Oh, we got to make it ready for Tokyo. Dr. Strangelove, $10 super chat. Let Solve know that we all miss and love him and hope he gets through whatever he's going through. Factual. Yes. Well said, Dr. Strangelove. Send some love to our brother. We appreciate you. And, of course, Donna Taco again with the $2 super chat. Cog, no console warring today. Leave that in 2024. All right.
Yeah, he's wild this year.
Forza Legend, $5 super chat. Shout out to the King for the dope invite on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And also Xbox for Life on services. Stay on, but that's besides the point. Wow. So you gonna get your man Forza Legend? He said he's rocking.
Yeah, we was out here, we was playing. Listen, Xbox Frontline Gaming Streams, we do it up.
No doubt. Day Reezy with the $2 super chat. PSA. Meat Shield Monday is creeping up on us again. That is true. The inaugural Meat Shield Monday. And we got my mans that creep through the building. Lord PDTV. Let's get a mic check right quick. See how we doing.
What's going on? How are you?
How are we doing, sir?
Doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Man.
I like
a fabulous Sunday.
Yeah.
Waking up, a little snow on the ground. Feels good.
How we doing on the island? The island is snowing.
The island.
How many inches?
We I would say about 4. About 4 inches.
Shut up, King.
Shut up,
King. No, don't do that to the
dude. Said how many inches you want? He said maybe 3 or 4.
I ain't say want. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't tell that man how many he want. Don't do that.
Maybe 3 or 4.
Don't do that. No, he's just upset because he got his punishment today. Don't worry about him, Peter.
That's right.
The realm gonna handle him.
Today's punishment day. Like Kyle just said, we gonna stick to the plan, my man.
We good.
So listen, guys. If we don't hit the goal, the King ain't glizzy and nothing.
Nah, you glizzy. You looking at Brandon in his eyes.
I feel like, okay, King, let's push yours. Let's push yours next week.
No, you know why? Next week is the movie.
But
next week is the movie, bro.
You know what, King? Let me do mine this week.
Nah. Next week is the movie, so it got to get done. This is the only time we
No, we have time. We have time.
Yeah, no, we don't got the movie. Cause we go to the movies next week, bro.
No, sir.
So that's the glizzy.
That might be a question. We'll talk offline. That might be a question for
Yeah.
other reasons.
Yeah,
Anyway, so Petey,
listen, yo guys, if y'all don't abuse me,
no,
today,
that's not happening. Don't listen to him. It's still going down.
Stick to the scheduled program. I'm sorry that this is the day, though. But I'm sorry.
Anyway, Petey, what's been going on, man?
Nada, man. Just trying to get through, KCD 2.
Woo!
Trying to get rid of all that, these amazing games coming out in February. Like, why do they do this to us?
They killing us.
Like, we got so many.
They absolutely killing us.
I'm being told some release dates. It's not going to get much better. There's a couple
more.
It's going to be crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy.
This is the year of dreams. The dudes had a show of dreams. We have a year.
A year of nonstop
dreams. Yeah, it ain't gonna stop. I told you it's gonna be a Pacquiao fight.
Bang, 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 bang. You already know. So
Get your wallets up.
All right, so we gonna go into the Patreon real quick while we wait Sir Tobi coming soon. So yeah, shout out to this is a good friend to the realm, man. Shout out to Jorvar Ingi. He said, so this is a funny one. He said, if the designers of the next Xbox were on LSD while crafting it, what's the wildest, most absurd feature or design mishap you can imagine happening for the next generation? No need to be overly logical. Just let your imagination run free and have fun. So let's start with King. What would be the wildest thing for the new Xbox console to do? What craziness?
So it'll come with a gag ball and electric body suit.
Yo.
So when you playing right now, we outside. He told me to let my mind, and they said LSD, right? So what you do, you have on a full latex hit suit. So wherever you get hit at, you get shot.
That's
but
the feedback.
but you got a gag ball in your mouth, so you be like, oh. So when you playing Call of Duty, so we was playing Call of Duty yesterday. I would not even imagine playing Call of Duty Zombies with that suit on. So listen, could you imagine you inside the living room with the whole latex suit playing your games, and you get shot, you like
full feedback, reactional feedback.
Full body shock.
You thought the metaverse, you thought virtual reality was real. Xbox is taking it to the next level.
Xbox is taking you to the next dimension.
Nobody put that in their mouth. That's nasty.
You got to sit there with a mouthpiece.
What's that movie? That's some Pulp Fiction. That's wild. We ain't doing that.
We're going to get medieval on that.
That's the mid-range. That's the mid-range. Anyway, Addict, what is the wildest, most crazy feature that new Xbox console could have?
Oh,
no, you good. I can't hear you now.
I really don't know, to be honest with you. As long as it's got no VR stuff, I'll be okay with that.
No, he said he wants you to think they on LSD and they making some wild joint. What's the wildest joint you could come up with? I know I did. I went left with the body suit. It's whatever. It's whatever.
It's only half.
It's whatever.
That would be the wildest design decision.
Yeah, I would be very disappointed with that.
For me, they bring Peter Molyneux back, and they debut Milo: The Return. You know what I'm saying? Remember Milo?
His joints is tame.
Yeah. No, but remember how crazy. But it's real AI. It's real.
You can tell who took an acid drop and who never took an acid drop.
Yeah.
Well, you're also the one that was disappointed with the Switch too. So
that was a reality. This is a hypothetical joke.
Yeah, I want them to.
This is a joke.
He said if the next Xbox, the designers on LSD went crazy. So Jason Ronald went wild crazy. Let's just go there. So Jason Ronald went wild crazy. He teams up with Peter Molyneux. They got Milo
and they go in there and they take drops. So instead of like you put in contact lenses and you in the world instead of putting
it's just great, and it's like a tech demo for real, like a real life in person.
It's a real joint.
Yeah,
so you get your eye your lenses, and you got to put them in before you play with the eye.
I guess to me, like I feel like saying something crazy and unrealistic is like two different things to me. Like crazy is like in the realms of some form of reality, but saying that I'm gonna have like a cord to connect to the back of my head is kind of being unrealistic.
There you go. There you go. That's what we talk about. That's
They want
what
you
we
to get
talking
jacked in.
Yeah, that's wild, crazy.
Pause.
He's super pause version.
Nah, that was the Matrix. It was jacking people in. That was.
What about you,
PD?
Petey?
Turn the back of your head. Come here.
I would say like the weirdest, craziest thing would be like if it was a table and it just projected the images up 3D right there.
Like a
Wouldn't need
holographic
like
table.
a hollow joint,
like a
yeah.
whole TV,
Like from Star Wars?
Yeah, that would be some crazy cool
Little
shit.
hollow
if they
deck
could pull up.
joint. Okay.
Cost you $5,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that seems mad expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going hypothetical.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that would be wild.
Listen,
and also
the full body suit is only $29.50.
and not only does it seem, mad expensive, that seems like very, very explosive.
That's right. Removable latex crotch.
Whoa, this guy. And y'all talking about me? He having too much fun over there.
Listen, from Hasbro.
Yo, don't put a logo on it. Don't put no marketing. Don't put no corporate marketing on those type of locations.
From Hasbro.
Anyway,
Get
Forte,
jacked in.
let's get a mic check for the gaming Forte DPS price. He's messy. Yo, he messy. What's up, Forte? Let me get a mic check, sir.
Yo, what's up? What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Salute. We're waiting the legend.
Blessings,
Tobi. But
Forte.
while we waiting,
What's up, though? Can't we need everybody's energy tonight for the Super Bowl so the Chiefs don't win.
From my heard,
I know why you hating. I know why you hating. Someone is in jeopardy. Someone's goat is in jeopardy.
Listen, even if he wins 3-peat, he still got to win at least 2 more.
Y'all holding on for Jim?
Yeah, you're right.
You holding on? Because if Mahomes do a 3-peat, it gets different.
I heard, the
That's
script
like
is out and Mahomes already won.
No.
wow.
If Mahomes does a 3-peat, that counts as an extra Super Bowl to me.
Yeah,
Nobody else has
Nobody's
ever done
that.
it. So that means
he
he only
they
got
about
to
to
win
get
like
that.
1 or 2 more, and then we might have to like relent to the whole situation.
AKA, you fly Eagles fly today.
Oh, I'm always fly Eagles fly when it comes to any. I'm Bills drive the bus and everything when it comes to beating
You
the
can
Chiefs.
fly over there with take Debo with you because we don't want him. He out here wearing Philly Eagle jerseys. I don't trust him.
Well, I heard they cachet so large they gonna win because they the only ones that can still run around here with names like the Chiefs. That's how much money they got. I heard they spread money all around.
They was able to absorb the layoffs. The
You saw what it was.
the Indian name layoffs. They survived the purge.
And they got the biggest star in the game, Swifties.
Listen,
Also, conspiracy theory. Taylor Swift is the one that pushed for Kendrick Lamar to be at the halftime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Are you
because
serious?
remember she owns his rights.
Wait, who?
Kendrick Lamar's. She owns
she owns his rights.
Okay.
So the
funny-
Chiefs is just gonna win.
So the funny thing is he going to play the song? Because
of course.
They asked him not to.
Wait, who
They
asked
him
him?
not to.
The
NFL.
world.
Wait, the NFL requested?
Yeah, they requested that he does not play not like us.
Yeah, but
Wow, I didn't know that was official.
Yeah,
That's
but it's gonna
crazy.
come out because he'll probably be the first song.
Here's the thing.
We see dead people.
There's zero reason to ask that man to do that unless it's that song. It was like one of those things.
That's the only
We
song.
asked you not to do it.
He ain't got
Literally,
songs
he
like
won.
that.
He won
that
5
song.
Grammys for it.
That's the greatest song he ever made.
It's one of those things where it's like, Lamar, don't play Not Like Us. Okay, don't play Not Like Us.
He said we
Play
requested.
for deniability. Don't play Not Like Us.
We asked him not to do it. Yo, you're gonna have the whole stadium say probably a minor.
Yo.
Yo, and it's gonna resonate throughout the galaxy. Son.
I know someone who is not happy about today. Not looking forward to
stadium
today.
rocks so hard, aliens show up. They was like, yo, I heard he played it.
Someone probably already has their lawyer about to serve papers.
Listen, those prop bets on Taylor Swift are wild right now, bro. All the way down to the color, all the way down to the type of clothes she gonna wear.
Yep.
That's
She
wild,
bringing money.
bro.
She bringing money.
So Forte, what's the craziest system Xbox could come up with, man?
Oh no, you gotta tell him. You gotta tell him the whole thing.
All right, yeah, I didn't read the. All right, so Joe Var, this was the Patreon question. If the designers of the next Xbox were on LSD while crafting it,
That's the key part.
That's the key part. What's the wildest, most absurd feature or design mishap you can imagine happening. No need to be logical. Just let your imagination run free and have fun.
Wow, the most craziest thing they can end up with.
And remember, they're on LSD.
Craziest thing for the new console.
That's the most important part. The
Yeah,
LSD.
for a break.
They bug you like they bugging.
They bugging.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like I'm trying to put my mind in the place of somebody with that, and like what illogical thing would I come up with
So
that
King
makes
said
absolutely sense?
King said full body suit.
With a gag ball, so when you get shocked, you go.
Taking the virtual reality to the next level.
With a removable latex crotch.
Yeah, I said Peter Molyneux and real life AI Milo that you interact with.
Yeah, but see, Cog said you got to have. It comes with contact lenses, so you got to put it in.
Yeah, you got to put it in the eyeballs. You got to do
So
something
you
crazy.
in the world. You in the world.
You in there.
You in there? Yeah, I think the craziest thing that I could see is them making a.
Toby. I hear a voice from the realm.
Toby.
There he is. Listen,
yes, I think Toby would appreciate my idea.
Well, we gotta keep it moving now because again, Sir Toby's on limited.
No,
time.
we gotta keep it moving. Yeah, let's get him off the hook
the
now.
man
I
is
love the
not
background.
feeling well, and he came through. Hold on, let's.
Yeah, guys, I got the man flu, and all of you know it's lethal. So
yes.
it's pretty much over.
Man, we need you around.
You know why we get to that? You talk about the flu. I was talking to my wife about it. Yes, because everybody in my family has the flu right now. Everybody.
Stay away
and
from
she
them.
was exactly. And she was like, you know what, Shannon, you haven't been sick in 4 years. I was
Jinxed.
like, no, literally, but because when I had COVID in 2020, my mom or 2021, my mom's a nurse, so she got me that transfusion.
Yeah.
And literally, I didn't even think about it till she said, Shannon, ever since you had that transfusion, you ain't had a flu, a cough, you ain't had a fever.
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, and I didn't even think about it. I was like, dang, you're right. I haven't like called off work sick. Like for real,
No,
like
that's what's up.
other than lying or something, but no, yeah, I was like, of course we didn't all call, GameStop if you're listening. I really ain't do that.
Yeah,
But,
we're gonna stop you now before you get ahead of yourself. So moving on.
But it's cool. It's cool to hear that. I was like, wait a minute, I haven't been sick in over 4 years because of a transfusion. So
That's what's up, man.
let's
But
hope.
again,
Let's hope
What
that
type of blood did you get?
But we got to move on, gents.
Superman's.
We got to move on because
Xbox's blood.
Toby is on limited time and the man is sick. So we're going to do something that we have not done in a while. I had soft retired intros for a long time since you've been gone, Toby, but this is a special occasion. So our Toby's in the realm, so we got to bring it back for this special occasion.
Thank you, gentlemen. I just also wanted to say thank you for having me. It's an honor as always. I like you all. Looking forward to meet you again.
Yes.
Cog and PD, it was great to see you in New York. I hope to see the rest of the gang soon as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Toby. We're gonna get to Germany, and me and you gonna hang out in the red light district.
Yes. Absolutely.
So look,
Absolutely.
Toby, you got an intro
Right.
coming, so we're gonna bring you in right, man. So I want to introduce a Lord who is not only an amazing friend to the realm of the ILP, but whose meteoric rise within the games industry truly parallels our favorite character from Skalitz. Introducing the global public relations manager of WarhorseStudios and communications specialist for the iconic Kingdom Come Deliverance franchise. The Lord with the best mustache in the game, whose studio from humble Kickstarter to potential Game of the Year candidate, Artentes Fortuna Juvat, live from the Czech Republic and making his return to the realm of the Lords. My man, Lord Tobi Stolz-Svilling. How we doing?
Oh, wow. Dude, your pronunciation of my name gets better and better. So thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to be on the show again.
Absolute pleasure, man, to have you in the realm. So look, we're going to get right to it, man. We got to get to the accolades first. And right now, seeing what KCD is doing is truly amazing. Obviously, in the realms of LordsGaming.net, we scored at a 9.2. So check out our coverage on that, as well as the website, YouTube, with Lord Petey. And yeah, man, Metacritic has currently sitting at about an 88 Metascore, super impressive. And then we got some sales, Toby. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 already recovers development costs in one day, selling over 1 million copies. You got the old co-owner of Warhorse, Lord Daniel, talking about over 200,000 concurrent Steam players and growing. So after all of this, you got to the finish line. How are you doing? How's the team's energy regarding this successful launch so far?
Well, I'm sick. Here you go. But no, honestly, it's a great success. Absolutely. I don't want to say we didn't expect it because of course we knew that we have a good product on hand. It would be a lie if we would say, hey, we thought for the worst and the best happened. We knew that the game is absolutely way better than the first was. Nothing bad about it, but that's just the game we always wanted to make. However, it being that successful, by that I mean like the million in less than 24 hours. I think today was another. Since the release, every day we have a new record in concurrent players. Right now, it says 256,000 was 3 hours ago. So every day we were breaking that record, which catapults KCD into. And I don't want to lie now right now because I'm not sure exactly how the numbers were, but somewhere in the top 50 or top 30 or whatever of all times. So check that out to fact check me.
Yes.
But it really doesn't matter where exactly it landed on the board. The fact that it is there and that the people do like the game is already amazing. And I think I saw a review today while I'm sick at home. I'm watching some videos here and there, and there was a dude saying that it's a miracle. The game is a miracle, first of all, because it was never meant to exist because of the Kickstarter thing in the beginning and how the publishers and so on send us to hell because no one wants games like that. And he praised in that video that we were able to find the right balance between making a game that pleases the ones that love the first game. So you love the first game, you play the second game, and you feel like it's my KCD, just it feels better. And meanwhile, it's developed in a way so that people who hated the first game say, oh, you know what? Second game is actually pretty good. So I don't know how we managed that, but we did, and it's an honor. And last but not least, of course, one thing is the professional reviews by press, which, as you said, it's like 88 on Metacritic on all platforms, by the way, which is if you consider how bumpy the road was for KCD1 on the day of release. Back in the days, it wasn't running very well on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm extremely proud that we now have the 88 on all the platforms. So that's great. And as I said, last but not least, the Steam audience is voting as well, of course. And I think they're like on 91 or 92 or something like this. And I said a lot of things right now, but long story short, the game is a success, and we are more than happy, and are looking forward to like bring new stuff to the table.
No, we're
What was the biggest lesson you learned from 1 to 2 that helped you achieve 2 being so much greater than 1? Because playing it, I noticed that off the bat, from resolution, from draw distance, from frame rate, everything was a tad better. So what did you learn from 1 to 2 that helped you achieve that?
Came immediately with the right question, because there's I think there's two, I would say, in game development, there's kind of maybe it's just the question if this counts for all video games or just sequels. But the point is, there's like 2 philosophies that I would point out. One philosophy is when you do a game, you're trying to put as many features as you can into the game, and that is kind of in a way the measurement for it's a good game. It has a lot of stuff in there. Okay, this is something which you can do. The other philosophy is like the things that are in there, maybe not as many as you might know from other games, but the ones that are in there play great, they feel great, they are bug-free, or at least as much as possible, and they just work together. You do something here, something else happen on the other end of the map, and something. So it's like the world and the features work together and just work fine. And for KCD1, we definitely tried the first philosophy first. We tried to put as many features as possible into the game. Like, and how about we do the alchemy system, and then we do this, and then we do that, and we want to do more quests, and the map must be bigger, and then and so on and so on. and we then in the end lacked the time to polish everything. So the second philosophy fell completely off the table. We didn't have the time to make it feel round, to make it feel good, to have it bugless. As I told earlier, the consoles were lacking behind, and it took us almost a year with the release of the Royal Edition, which then had all the DLCs and everything, to get it in a somewhat good state. And by somewhat good state, I'd say that KCD2 right now runs better than KCD1 ever did.
Oh yeah.
So for the second game, we tried really hard to, you know what, how about we don't do so many big difference between the first and the second game. First of all, the people kind of like the concept, so there's no need to like reinvent the wheel here. But meanwhile, the stuff that is in there should feel great. It should play great. It should. There always will be a few bugs. It's a huge open world RPG, but at least they shouldn't like really cut you off from progress. Or when we were looking at what people were pissed by from KCD1, for instance, the lacking of save and so on. So there's still the savior snaps, but the game saves much more often on itself and so on. So we try to really balance these things out, and as I said, focus much more on the second part, making the game just feel better and fix it more. However, we kind of did both this time. The original plan was KCD2 will be KCD1 plus 25%. Like bit bigger in map, bit bigger in questing, bit bigger in whatever. And we absolutely failed that because it's doubled in everything. So again, it took us 6 years. The real development started in 2019. That's when the full team shifted to KCD2.
You was keeping that secret from us then. Okay. 6 years ago, you were cooking. Okay, continue.
It became way bigger than we were expecting or than we were telling ourselves in the beginning. But
you know what's funny? The way Tobi like describes this is like it grew on its own. Like they are not the ones that grew it. Like, it was like I turned around and it was double the size. I don't know what happened.
You are laughing, but this is exactly what happened because there's like tiny stuff. For instance, I don't know, cats. For instance, right? Maybe that's just a small example, but still. So there's cats in the game, but the executive producer said, "No more animals. We need to finish the game. We need to make it round and nice and whatnot." So our the character department, who are usually doing faces and hairstyles and whatnot, they created somewhat of a rogue underground team in the studio. They sneakingly
Are you serious?
put in cats into absolutely put in cats into the game, and all of a sudden at one point they just appeared there. They of course couldn't do it like full-fledged because there's not enough programmers and so on who helped their cause. So the cats are just sitting on roofs and whatnot, and when you get close they're jumping or running away or something. But they did those rogue actions to sneak in cats into the game because we have a huge cat fan base in the studio.
I love this.
Yes,
I love it.
Addict, the game grew, and we didn't even know how that happened.
Oh man, this is awesome! And again, I want you to send your love and flowers to the devs as far as on the technical side, because something that me and Addict talk about is this modified version of CryEngine that you have. Like this, it is absolutely stunning, and it's stunning for two reasons. One, in our review, what we talked about is I love like the facial animations, PD, and how they enunciate, and the mocap looks great, right? But it's one of the few games that is open world that it's a combination of the characters looking great, but the world being vast. You got these sprawling vistas, you got this countryside, but look at all the CPU systems you got. You got townspeople, you got random encounters. You're adding cats. You know what I'm saying? You got so much going on. And then King, like they got the dynamic weather system, thunderstorms. And last point, like in-game cinematics with multiple. I did a side quest where I was trying to resolve a dispute between two families, and it was like 6 on 6 each side. They're fully talking to each other.
That's the reason why I asked him the question, because this is. All right, we don't normally see this much of a transcendent leap in between from 1 to 2. And it just seems like you guys found out exactly what it was. Like it was an aha moment, and you realize, okay, we're not going to try to go crazy. What we're going to do is double down on everything that we do know, and we're going to improve upon that. And it's like the coding went from level A to level AAA.
Yeah, because that's what I want to get to, Tobi. This again, it's a modified version of CryEngine, correct? That you guys using. Like and let's be honest, the majority of the industry is really using UE5. Like, so,
Yeah.
like, how did you guys accomplish this? Like, this is really amazing. Like, to the point where I feel you guys are making a case for CryEngine, you know, to be utilized more. The way this is outshining a lot of AAA, you know, other games. So, what do you feel about that? The engine?
Maybe we are the last ones who are working with the CryEngine, which is a bit sad because the engine is actually quite good, and you know it's. When there's the discussions about the engines, there's always like it's this case of the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So everyone's like saying, oh, if Unreal, then everything would be better, but that's absolutely not the case. So for us, it was very early clear that it makes no sense for us to change the engine at all. First of all, we have all our pipelines and everything ready for the engine. Second, for the CryEngine. Second, exactly as King David said, we have our own, and you, Cognito, we have our own pretty much in-house version of the CryEngine, which we bought a license, and I don't know when, maybe 2017 or something, to 16. And from that point on, we are heavily adjusting it to our own needs, which at the end, you could almost call it our own in-house engine. But then again, we thought that we did what we could with KCD1 and then boosted again the power of the engine in KCD2. Now, I don't know what we will do in the future. Now, at the end of a product, this could be potentially a place where one could change the engine, but again, this would need some heavy adjustment and so on. But I don't think that we want to do this at the moment.
Yes.
So I think CryEngine itself is also maybe a little, or Crytek is maybe a little bit surprised what we were able to do in a good way. I mean, and they were reaching out.
Oh, they reaching out. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was curious on too. Is like while using this engine, because I know like Epic is like very open and like supportive of people using Unreal. How supportive was like Cryotech using this engine? Where because you guys you kind of like evolved the engine to your needs, was they a lot of help, or were there certain situations that they could help with?
Well, I'd say they helped where they could. Of course, when you have a huge, I think it's the other way around is a bit of a problem. And I mean, by that I mean when a lot of people are using an engine, then you can interchange the experience between the dev studios in forums or whatever. Hey, how did you solve this? How did you solve that? And this is not so common with the CryEngine teams, because there's not so many games that are being developed with CryEngine. I don't even know if there's any at this moment, but maybe it's just me not being informed enough. So definitely the Unreal Engine most likely have a better community at this point, probably. But again, I don't know really. I'm not also working myself with it. What I can tell you is that we are extremely happy with it. We are really happy with the results, and I still strongly believe that the CryEngine is by far the best engine to create these open world landscapes.
I got one question.
I think you're onto something.
What made y'all say we're going to use the CryEngine when everybody's either using Unity or they're using Unreal, and those are usually the de factos? Because remember, when we go to these shows and we asked you, and I want to know, because at first, listen, honestly, I thought that was going to be the pinnacle. I thought, KC1 would be the pinnacle of it, right? But you guys
so did we
something
think.
different. Right, exactly. You got underground cat people making games so. What made y'all say the CryEngine is going to be the engine for you guys?
It was in 2000. I don't know, 12, 13, and it was by far the best engine on the market back in the day. However, because there were no alternatives. The Unreal engines weren't as developed as they are right now, and they came from a crisis, the game Crisis. I mean, and Crisis was a very good showcase of the power of the engine. However, this is already where we knew that we will have to do a lot of our own work in there, because Crisis and most other CryEngine games it works best in corridor shooters. just go straight forward and then all the things like a Call of Duty type game or whatever, where everything's like happening around you. But it's not wasn't the best eventually for open world games, especially not as big ones as we try to make them. So this we knew from the beginning that this will look the best, but it will require quite a big amount of adjustment. And I think the Unreal engines by that time were just simply not a alternative at all. So they weren't nowhere close to the power of the CryEngine. Now, as I said, if we would start brand new, then maybe something would have changed. But as I said, we are really happy. We are working with I think not even the latest CryEngine, CryEngine 3 or something. This is what we have, our own CryEngine 3.
Wow.
So I think we are really talented with our own stuff, like in our own adjustments, which of course is extra work for us, of course, but the result pays off. So so far so good.
Oh yeah.
And we have right now a team of 250 people. We want to grow bigger. We want to do more projects. And let's see what the technical department has to say about that.
Yeah, no, sky's the limit, man. I was just, again, shout out to the team, send our love to the team, again, who's worked on this engine. It's truly impressive. Wanted to kind of talk something me and Petey were talking about is Warhorse sticking to their roots with this game. This is definitely one of the most punishing video games at the start. You know, Henry hits his head. And he forgets things.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to kind of comment and, you're out here trying to hustle for this groschen. You're out here, you get your skills, you're fighting for your life, you're scrambling. And like, Peter, I'll open it up to you. Like, because I know you've been working on tips for like people who try to get into this fight. Because some people feel we love the game, but the barrier is so hard. Like I'm trying to survive out here. So Peter, you would add on, and then I was going to ask Peter as far as Toby, as far as any other tips for people trying to get into this franchise, because this will be the first entry point for a lot of people. Will be KCM too. So Peter, you want to jump in and then add your experience while we wait for Toby on this?
Yeah, I'll try to be quick for you. So Toby can come in and bring in his input. Now, one of the things that I loved is that in a lot of games when you transition from the first to the second, kind of like when I don't like comparing it, but at the same time it's probably the best example. Like Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, they felt very different games. When you go from Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, there's very few things changed, which I love, because that allows me to kind of feel like the game is continuing, which I think that is an amazing entry point and a thing for that game. Now, I've been trying to put tips and tricks and little things here and there on my channel, because I think that there are a handful of really simple encounters. For instance, like when you fight the wolves, when you're fighting them for the first time, second time, third time, you just start getting frustrated. Like you want to throw your controller, like you want to get mad because
when they start circling you.
When they start circling you, so you don't exactly know how to like fight them and bring them into that, and you think that, oh, these are just wolves, this is going to be an easy thing, and you finally figure that out. And then you're like, oh, this is easy. And then you go to fight a person and you're like, why am I getting my butt kicked for 20 minutes on the same guy? And it's like, I would definitely say that I feel that this game is not for a casual person, but more for a person that wants to really feel the success. Kind of like, I wouldn't say it's the difficulty level of like an Elden Ring or something along those lines. But once you start doing those like defeating of like learning to defeat scenarios, it's really feels great. And I think that we spoke about it when we saw you in December about how one of the main things that people start to learn is the sword beats this, where mace beats armor, kind of like that triangle of defeating things. And once you start kind of understanding that and kind of start growing your character, it kind of makes it a lot better.
So
help
us
experience.
Help us out. Help us out. What the noobs, they like, we love it, but damn.
yeah.
How can we help them?
Do you really think it is that hard? Because what we tried very particularly is that the game should be logic in most of the stuff it's doing. So we are not trying to make the game difficult. It's not like an Elden Ring where you have to, or something like that, which is of course great games, but you have to learn some kind of rhythm, and then when you learn the rhythm, then you're good in a way. So that's like arguably a difficult game or a hard game. We're trying, and I'm playing right now with my partner, and she's we're playing on the PlayStation, and she's like when she had the first encounter from some random bandits robbing someone, she just ran into them and tried to really slay them away, and she got her ass kicked, and then again and again and again and again, and after five, 6 times, I say, "Hey, honey, may I?" He said, "Yeah, but I'm playing." So yeah, sure. Let me just try. And I jumped in. Of course, it's important to say that. Of course, I know how to combat because I showcase the game all the time. But still, the point is that you rarely get into unless you're like super overpowered, but rarely you don't get into a beneficial result if you just like jump in head first into the thematics of the quest or whatever in the game. So if you see those two dudes and one of them is plate armor and the other one has some weak armor, then you already know if I should get probably rid of that lackey there first because he's the other one will be more of a bullet sponge or a sword sponge. So I tried to attack that guy with the bow first and try to always dance around them like Muhammad Ali, right? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and then right always behind each other. So the dude with the sword couldn't attack me, while the other one with the bow was trying to like survive or whatnot. And then it was a one-on-one, and then at this one-on-one situation, I am the kind of person who is more of a I don't want to say a defensive player, but I'm waiting for the enemy to move and then outsmart him. So he's attacking, I'm blocking, and then zack on the uncovered side. So I don't think generally we are trying to make a hard game per se. What we are trying to do is like make you sit down, analyze the situation, say, okay, so there's two guys. I could take down the first one. I could do this, or he has plate armor, but he has weak arms or whatever. So I will attack his arms. So we just want you to think about your next steps, and you will super quickly realize that you will get to a way better result if you do that. If you just take the time and analyze the situation.
And that's the prime example.
IE
what I
is
was
not
gonna
for
say.
button mashers.
Yes.
Not mad
This
buttons.
It's about intentionality. That's
Yep,
what
it's-
I'm trying to take
it's about-
from it.
Well, see,
Exactly.
most games put like implements and gameplay mechanics to make the game more accessible to everyone. You guys are like, no, this is a realistic game. You're gonna learn how to play this game, not the other way around.
But this time we tried at least to make it a little bit more accessible. And by accessible, I don't mean like dump it down or something, but the weapons should all play differently with the different directions and whatnot, and they should feel differently. And exactly as you guys said, with the stone, paper, scissors system in a way. So if you see a guy in plate armor, then take the mace and just bash him in his tin.
That's what I'll be doing. I'm a mace guy. Once I got
Yeah.
one of those.
So I'm an axe guy, which you can say from the beard.
Let's go.
Viking in them.
Yeah, Viking style, exactly. So, but button mashing absolutely will not get you to become the winner at the end because you will run out of stamina and so on. So, yes, it can be frustrating at times, but if you get to this point where you say, for instance, lockpicking, oh my God, that's so hard, I just can't open a medium box or whatever. Just go to any weak one or to this Miller Quest guy who's trying to teach you how to just use it twice, 3 times, just learn it a little bit. Henry will become. We are also with the first game. We wanted to like make sure that you understand that Henry is a bit of a like Niemand, a bit of a loser kind of guy. And while he was kind of okay in the first game and became the champion of the Sunday League or whatever, now he's on the big major
Big league, yeah.
and now he's in the major league where kings are involved and armies and whatnot. Then he had this injury and so he has to retrain his abilities somewhat. But every single upgrade, every single level up will significantly boost your skills. So just train, use it. Failing is not a problem at all. If you try and break your lockpicks, you will get better anyway. Right? Just buy new lockpicks and try it again.
Just
and
attempt.
and again, and you will get at some point you will get better. You will yeah.
I was gonna say when it comes to like the combat, I did notice that learning those combos is essential in that combat, because I was getting absolutely demolished until I started learning more of those combos, because those combos, if they're performed correctly, you get an opening almost every single time as long as you perform them. And sometimes I realized that with certain people, you have to start the combo before you actually hit them. Like,
Yeah, and we're, as I said, we're trying to have this like logic world. So I was, as I said, when girlfriend and I played the game, then we got screwed over by that lady in the beginning with the dice. She was just cheating all the time. This cheating grandma.
You got hustled in CeeLo? Oh,
cheating
man.
grandma.
Cheating grandma, like with her cheat loaded dice and whatnot. So we followed her at night and just robbed her blind, and she had all the money we lost plus her own in her pocket. So it was 300 groschen or 200 or something like that.
Oh, that's a
plus
come up. That's
all
a
her
lick.
loaded dice.
I started
And
getting
next-
pretty good at that dice game.
But I'm trying to say, like, hey, those people have these things in their pockets either all the time or they're putting it away in stashes. So play with the world and try to use it to your advantage. You lost your coin, she will has it at that point, right? So,
So what you're saying, Toby, is you go there during the day, try to win her money, but if she wins your money, you get that back at night.
Exactly, exactly.
And shout out to that, because I love the behaviors of the characters. You know, they have full on life cycles. I like just going to the bar. You see people point, hey, order me another. It's just the little nuances and stuff like that. Again, shout out to you guys of the team. Love the fast travel system. The randomness on those encounters are hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things you see, I had to do with no shirt, talking about, yo, I'm the boxing champion. Like, like I had all types of foolishness going on. So I mean, Forte, you was gonna jump in on something before I move on to
I was
my
just
next question.
I was just gonna say the little I got to play of it. The thing I like the most is the predictability of it, but how unpredictable the encounters and stuff in the world that you see. Like, you can see anything in the world, but the predictive part of it is, like you said, the fact that you can see something and be like, okay, I can actually handle that, versus I'm not equipped for this. Even if it's, because usually in games, you're just walking around and you just see something happening, you go over, you engage with it, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to fight that because it's in my area. In this game, it's like, you kind of got to think about how you go about every interaction, every engagement in the game. Like you said, the whole rock, paper, scissors part of it. I was just watching streams of people thinking they could just walk up to anybody and just do anything, and it just did not work out for them. And I love that aspect, because it kind of retrains your brain to be like, everybody's just used to running head in first to everything. In this game, that don't get you anywhere. You really gotta analyze the situation before you even engage. Even if it's trying to help somebody, you're like, am I going to end up in a bad situation just like this person? And that's the thing I love about it. So it's so predictable in what you need to do in analyzing it, but just the way that the game is built is so unpredictable about the things you can see inside the game, just from point A to point B.
Oh yeah, I learned because of that Forte. I learned alchemy. I started making schnapps. I started running potions. I got me a belt. I'm saving before anything, because the worst thing is to you don't put 2-3 hours and then a bad situation to happen ahead where you're like, oh no, you know what I'm saying?
It goes bad quick too.
Exactly. So real quick, I'm sorry, go ahead, Peter. You want to jump in? Real quick?
I was just gonna say that's one of the best parts about this game, and I think that shows the difference of gameplay from like generational gameplay, if you will, like from like Cog and mine and King's, our time frame of when we were growing up. It was more of a, you had to like think about what you're doing before you actually do it. Whereas like in like Addict's kind of generation, it's kind of like you just go run in and you just bust some heads. And it's
why
like,
had it got to be the run in bust heads?
How is that generational?
You already made it an age thing.
How is that generational?
That man said
technically, your generation's been in more wars than mine, sir. So
we ain't gonna age shit. We ain't gonna age
we know
shit.
how to fight those. We know how to fight those wars because we've been around long.
We're not gonna do this today. But that is funny. That's fun. But look, we got to talk. So just a little controversy, Sir Toby. So I got to ask you this. In terms of romance options. Now, obviously, Sir Toby, I wanted to know, how does the narrative team respond to some KCD fans who say, who have issue with Henry's romance options in KCD 2, and some have felt that maybe this wasn't authentic to the time period or canonical to the characters. What says the narrative team about that?
an RPG and your decision matters. So if you want to do that, it's more like, you know, where it all came from in the very beginning. It was there was a fan fiction going on right after the release of KCD1, where the fans, where the community were drawing pictures like between Hans and Henry having just having something going on. And you know what? I mean, uh, it was Daniel's idea or choice to say, hey, you know what? Like if that is something they would like, then why not add it like an Easter egg kind of thing into the game, where you as a player have to, if you really want to, then you have to do several steps to get to that point, because by default Henry is straight and is looking out for women and whatnot. But if you really want to, and again, it's an RPG, then go for it. I mean, does it change the quest? Does it change the game? Does it do anything to lower the overall feeling? I don't think so. So, what it does is adding just a new layer to if you want to look into that, if you want to play it. My girlfriend absolutely wants to go that route. That we will absolutely have to do that, and I'm fine with that, because so what? I mean, you can have them all if you want, or none of them, or just no spoilers, just that person, or just the women. So I think this is very how do you say that in English?
Yeah, it's
A
very
bigger problem than it actually is, or something like that. It's made bigger than it actually
is. No, well said. And I'm glad
it's
you
options.
mentioned it's an option. And I want to shout out Dessa Legary. He had a tweet that I thought was interesting in reference to it. He says, look, I got to be honest. People complaining about Hans being romanceable in KCD2. He said, I truly don't get it. A, you don't have to do it. B, players of KCD1 ask for it. And C, it's only accessible later in the game. He said, being mad about this comes off like outraged for the sake of being outraged. There's something I'm missing. And then another thing that me and Attic talked about was in reference to, we have to be real. Even in, was it 14th, 15th century Bohemia, this people existed. All welcome people existed. Exactly.
I mean, of course, and it's also true that they couldn't do it publicly, of course, not because it was considered a sin, and they would go into jail and whatnot, or maybe even worse crimes and punishment and so on. So even in KCD, it's not like you're running around and asking, "Hey, do you want to make out something?" So I think it's handled in a very respectful and cautious way. Plus, as you say, it's the absolutely the end of the game. So it's like you are on a mission on a suicide mission in a way, and that's where it can happen, which is, as I said, right at the end of the game. And I think you have to pass free checks before, and if you miss one of them, you can't even get there anymore. So you have to really deliberately go there. Plus, it warns you all the time. Not warns you, but it like tells you, hey, that's the way if you want to do it that way. So you can't even do it accidentally or something. And what is important, I think, and what these people are afraid of, I think, is that someone is trying to lecture them about something, or trying to teach them, hey, this is the right way, and everyone else is stupid or whatnot. But this is not happening. So I think, again, everything we put into the game is very respectful. Cautiously, how it could have looked like in that time. Nothing is so completely out of place. Even if it seems like that, then we're trying hard to explain how this ended up to be a thing. And Daniel Vavra himself, and that is something they're also complaining, it was his decision and he fought for it. So no one at all, no one from PlayOn, no one from Embracer. PlayOn is our mother company. Embracer is the mother company of PlayOn.
No one put the gun to y'all and said, y'all better put this in there. Y'all better.
But not only these things, but they didn't have any saying at all about the content, about the game. Nothing. Not a single part. Not it's too brutal, it's not brutal enough, make it longer, make it shorter. Nothing at all. Make it more funny. Nothing. Or add this or that. Nothing. It was all Daniel himself who thought it's interesting, it's funny, it enriches the story or what, or something like, or gives a new aspect, whatever, and he fought for it. I honestly was rather against it because I was expecting that something like this might happen. But
You were ready for the
as I
smoke.
said,
But I mean,
said,
in RPGs, we have been giving these opportunities in other famous RPGs that we play. And if you go to pursue those avenues, that's really on the player, giving the player more options in a situation where you don't necessarily have to go there. You don't necessarily have to do anything, but having the option to play how you want to play, I guess, puts it in game of the year category, because what we want is more accessibility and more options, right? So like you said, there are checkpoints to get there. You have to try very hard to get to where you're going to get to. So then you have to ask the person, don't
There's
be
so many
upset
checkpoints.
that you got to where you wanted to get to. Do not be upset that you went through all the checkpoints and got there and was like, I don't like this. No, you knew
means you
going
were
through the
actively searching
checkpoint, trying to do this.
There's so many checkpoints, King, that IGN had to make a whole article on how to do it.
On how to do it, right? So you can't be outraged in you following the steps to get to where you want to get to say, I don't like this. No, that's a damn lie. What it is there's options in life, right? And there's steps to get to where you want to get to in life. If a game mimics life and other aspects, the game mimics life in greater aspects. Y'all not outraged at that, but you're outraged at the fact that it gives you a nuanced option. No, you can't do that. So you want it to be as realistic as possible. If that lady cheats me out of coin, and I rob her at night, be more outraged at your ignorance and robbing an old lady that robbed you in the day. I don't agree with it, but I love the fact that you have options.
Here's the thing.
Yeah. So let's not make it again. Let's not make it a bigger thing than it actually is.
It isn't.
Fair enough.
A few people who are
Fair enough.
who want to be angry on the internet. So I think no matter what you tell them, no matter what argument to have, no matter what statement we do, no matter what we tell them, they will always
have it. Yeah.
At one point, they started to tell us that we are not following Christian morals or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Like in this game, you're killing everything and anyone. So you want to, and like, how is that a problem? But
well said, man.
Yeah, well said.
Here's the thing. In the word the dark dog. There's dark dog. There's levels to this. People have monetized this type of content, and now this type of content is just going to be part of it. It's nothing you could do. You know, people say, when's this like era of YouTube over? This era of YouTube's never leaving. Once you're able to monetize something, unless Google stops it, people will always do what they can to monetize that. You know, I played your game, and I was a big advocate against like other games, and I didn't feel that way in one shape or form. So when it comes to a situation like this, the bad characters in the crowd have took it upon themselves to monetize it to make money. That's all it comes down to. Everything's about money.
No, it is well said, man. We didn't beat this thing to death, but I do want to move on to the other things because I know Toby's time is limited. And in reference to two things. One, soundtrack. Obviously, you guys have the soundtrack out. Shout out to John Volta, and shout out to our good friend in the realm, Lord Adam Sporka. I remember him coming up and doing the melodies. And again, it's this orchestral, medieval melodies, Bohemia. You know, soundtrack now out on Steam. The question I have for you and the other lords in the realm: will we ever get a Spotify or a iTunes coming in?
Of course, it's coming. You know, we are actually. I'm trying to right now reach out to the. I don't know if that's a thing in this United States. Ever heard of the Guinness World Records book?
Yes.
So we are trying. I'm trying to reach out to them for 3 records. First of all, I want to snag the one of Larian Studios with the longest script. I think they have 1.8 million or 1.9 or something like this. We have 2.2.
Oh, you try to detour
Larian.
We going for Larry? We going for Baldur's Gate?
Oh, the bees.
Yeah, and it's like
I respect that.
Offending the king here, right? I know. But the second one would be the longest score, because we have a 10-hour score for KCD2. 10 hours of music, which is really ginormous. We just released the one on Steam. There will be one on Spotify soon, of course. Maybe something to add here if you purchase it on Steam. or listen to it on Spotify, then all the money goes to the musicians themselves, so to Jan Walter, Adams Borka, so it's like really helping them or supporting them in a way, so that's nice. And the last would be we have, in a main movie, in a regular movie, the main character usually has 300 to 500 lines that he has to say, right? In any action blockbuster movie or whatever, right? In KCD1, our main actor has 40,000 lines instead of the 500, which is usually in a movie, as I said. So I'm not very good at math, but that's many, 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 many movies. And that is again also a world record I'm trying to snatch here. The longest script for the main character.
Oh, we got to get this in there. You're absolutely right. I mean, the interactions between, again, shout out to, the voice actor that plays, Henry, and then obviously Sir Hans and stuff like that. Just Henry alone, his interactions with the standard NPCs and question, you could see the amount, the volume, the level of care, the inflection, that when he talks to all the characters, it's amazing. You guys definitely got to go for that Guinness World Book of Records. So I salute on that. Got two more questions. I know we'll get you out of here soon. In reference to, Steam Deck verification. One of the things that I was really pleased to see playing on my ROG Ally X. You know what I'm saying? Now, Forte, I got my AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2 on.
Let's go.
Man, this thing is singing. It is running so well on these handhelds, Steam Deck and Ally X. Now, this is a selfish question. If you can't answer now, that's fine. But I want to know, because one thing, like you look at other games like a Baldur's Gate 2 or a Cyberpunk, they do have cross progression, and KCD2 is a huge game, man. I'd love to continue to go between platforms if possible. Is it any way in the future you guys would think about potentially putting like a cross progression central system?
At this moment, we don't think of that. We were thinking, first of all, if there's any way how we can take progression from the first game to the second, which didn't make much sense for us again as well. So we didn't do this, and then also the cross-platform thing. It just we couldn't find a way. Again, this boils down to the part where I said in the beginning that we wanted the things that are in the game should run as smoothly and nice as possible. And in all honesty, the fact that the game runs so strong on consoles as well. When I was showing the game in, I think, July the first time to press worldwide, then by that point I was convinced, everyone in the studio was convinced, that we will have only 30 frames per second on consoles locked. And somewhere in October, November, by that time, our programmers had this eureka moment. So extremely short notice and before the release of the game.
Wow.
Where they figured out something, some black magic ritual, something. And all of a sudden,
I love these devs. I love your devs, team. Go ahead.
And all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh man, wait a moment. We might be able to get the performance mode and quality mode in there." And which enables the game to run 60 frames on consoles. Now the thing that I think is super interesting is that no matter on what mode you play, it more or less looks the same. So even if you play performance modes, it looks almost as good as if you would play quality. So it doesn't really make much sense to play quality. It's a bit better than performance. So the fact that we were able to really bug fix this or performance fix it so much with those high frames and everything, then led to the fact that it's also playable on the Steam Deck, which I think at this moment it's not verified or something because the UI is too small.
Oh, you
but
should
it
fonts
runs
up. I
on
just put the
their
fonts up. That's all.
Yeah,
No, I think it's
that's the only
verified.
thing. I think the UI is the problem. Other than that, everything runs smooth. Should run
I
smooth.
have one question.
I gotta help.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
About the performance thing, because you said that originally you guys thought it was going to be 30 frames.
Yeah.
Was it something that like internally you guys do would be like a selling point on consoles, and like they were actively going for it, or like they just so happen to find a way? I'm kind of curious on like the priority to making a performance mode on console.
Bit of both, but the priority was make it 30 and make it run good and make it stable and make it bulletproof. And then when they found out, hey, wait a second, it seems like we can do more, especially also with the new PlayStation releasing that offered again more power on the hardware. We were like, okay, wait, if we test a few things here and there, and the optimizations also for the Xbox Series S helped greatly the others platforms, the other consoles as well.
Really? Could you
Unfortunately,
expound? Could you expound?
That's called
That's a point of
prioritization.
contention. That's actually a big statement that you said there, because a lot of people feel that the S holds back development. You're stating the opposite. You're stating that developers actually utilize that to help development. I'm just curious if you.
Well, of course, it's the weakest of the four. I mean, that's not even a secret. But since you have to dial down on a few things and have to be cleverer about well, where you can in the programming, in the code and so on, and be able to save memory here and there, some of these optimizations for S benefit to the other consoles as well, because you either can go full force ahead with the big ones, or you use those memory savings that you found out for the S and use it for the bigger ones as well, so that it runs smoother. Not saying that it looks worse or whatever than it could, but it runs better than it.
Helping with that optimization.
So, my question: did you know that when y'all launched that you would be buy and stream at that moment, because Xbox has a feature that you purchase the game on the store and you can stream immediately from the games from your library? Was that a feature that you knew going in that you was going to have, or was that a byproduct of just coding for Xbox?
I don't know, honestly. So maybe that is something that PlayOn, our publisher, was. So they're usually dealing with the first parties, Sony and Microsoft. Our executive producer as well, Martin Klima, but I don't know the answer to that. I'm not sure.
That's fair. No, that's fair. And I'm getting towards the end of this. Again, appreciate the time, Tobi. I know you're not doing feeling well, but look,
I got a question when you get time. So.
Absolutely. Actually, get your question down, because get your question.
I'm sorry. I gotta ask
please,
it, because I think a lot of people probably will have this question. So you guys already stated what the 2025 roadmap was going to be looking like. We're getting some updates,
Yes.
spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And I'm very excited to see all those, and excited to play all of them also when they come out. But my question for you is, I know that most of the time we are in the perspective of Henry. Is there any time we get to be in the perspective of Hans? Because both of them are such different characters.
It's so fun.
I would love to see how Hans would react in some situations. Whereas Henry's kind of like, oh, a little cautious. Hans will be like, yo, what are you doing? I'm the this prince, I'm this noble, you got to give me this stuff. I would love to see that different perspective of certain situations.
Well, let's see what the future brings. No spoilers, right?
I like that. Listen, man, it's funny that Petey mentioned that, and Attic, we love the dynamic between those two. They are absolutely hard. Like, even from the very beginning of the game, I cursed Hans out. I was like, look, bro, your arrogance got us in this, and then he blamed me for getting into the situation because I want to help people. So it's just this awesome dynamic. And again,
they act more like brothers than
like, it is so cool, man. Again, shout out to the team and everything. So again, like we kind of alluded to with what Petey was talking about, the future, of KCD too. Obviously, you got the roadmap and all that stuff. How excited are you for the franchise moving forward?
Well, as I said, for KCD, for us at Warhorse, we had so many sink or swim situations. If the Kickstarter would have failed, we would have never started the game. If the game release would have failed, there wouldn't be any DLCs or nothing. Then the first game was so successful, it funded pretty much the entire production of the second game. Now that the sales of the current sales of the second game also funded the production cost of the first game, which means that, as you can see, these are not past costs but future costs. So we have again funding for the future, which is again great. Right now we are all looking very hard on Reddit's, YouTube's, streamers, everything, press, to see like where the people struggle, where they have problems and whatnot for patches. We are working on patches right now and hot fixes. Luckily this time they're not as needed as they were in the first game, but of course they are needed, so we are working. We will deliver those very soon, along with some free DLCs like the hardcore mode and barbershop. By the way, the hardcore mode, we deliberately didn't put it there on day one. We just wanted to have played the vanilla first and then try it in a difficult way.
Thank you for your kindness. Thank you.
Yeah, then the DLCs are coming, and then let's see. We would like to release everything by the end of the year. Everything should release this year. Nothing should be. So.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Again, just wrapping up with you. And then, again, that journey. I want to take you down memory lane. There's this PD Solve. You know, we go in there, King, Addict. We go to our PAXs. This very, very energetic gentleman by the booth. You know what I'm saying? With this game, Kingdom Come. And they had some of the best, what you call it. Remember the USB sticks, y'all?
Yeah,
remember when you went to a Warhorse? Woo! Let me put it on you. Hold on 1 second. Put it up there, Toe. Put it up, Toe. So the world can see it.
I don't have the USB drive on it, but I have the I have the ring of the USB drive because I lost it somewhere.
Brother, I still have it. And I was like, yo, this studio, man, Kickstarter, punching above their weight, and to see the journey, to see, you know, the glow up and the consistent. Go ahead, Toby.
I think what's important is that's like a passion product here, and that's a studio, that's a labor of love kind of thing. All the teams are putting in. Have you heard about that meme where they were laughing about me because I was selling KCD soap? Can you remember that?
yes.
Yeah. So even that is in the game. So go out and find Sir Toby soap somewhere. There's a lot of Easter eggs everywhere because the people are just geeks, and there's here the straw hat of Monkey D. Luffy. No, One Piece straw hat. There's the Let Me Solo Her from Ring. She's dead somewhere. He's dead somewhere, lying around. Was Bohemian.
Yeah, I saw him under a tree.
Yes, exactly. I think you could really say that Warhorse or KCD generally, that's like a passion product and a labor of love kind of thing. But it's not so common in the gaming industry, unfortunately, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we knew the moment that we saw you when we went over there, because it was me and Sav, and what we was doing was handing out shirts to the most enthusiastic and most passionate people that was there. And from that, we built a friendship, a bond with you in the studio, and it has always bear great fruit. So I do appreciate you, showing up and stuff like that. I'm upset that I didn't get a chance to come out, with Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Cog knew that day I was working double duty, but we're gonna get to Gamescom, and I always say this: we're gonna get to Gamescom. So Toby, you take me about and show me the town. I can't wait, sir.
Yeah, you two need to behave.
When we off hours, we won't behave.
But guys, but I do remember friends. That's why I invited you guys to New York when I was there.
Appreciate you. Yes. Me and Petey appreciate you so much.
Yeah. So it was like a clear thing to me. I wrote Petey wrote Cog, and then you guys came over, and it was a great day.
Yeah, brother. Again, I want to thank you. I want you to send the love to everybody in the team. We really appreciate it. Again, it's almost the story of Warhorse to me is kind of fitting in parallel to the Henry of Scarlet story. They see the potential coming up and then going into something, really big and something great. And Petey, we remember when we interviewed Toby this time, he had the swag. He was like, "We've got the game of the year." Yeah. We've got and we're like, all right, he talking. And then the transparency. What was it? 5-6 hours. Go ahead, guys. Knock yourself out. We have so much confidence. And what we're about to show you, it's so rare in this industry that you get that. And to be able to play it and walk away, say, oh man, they do got something. And then to Addict's point, with the frames per second, a lot of people, they dodge it. We understand development is hard. It's not trying to make light of any other studio or whatever, but to see, hey guys, this is the performance. Here are the platforms. Here's what everything's running on. You see that level of transparency. You see it from the studio. So again, we want to send our love because this journey, you guys, Forte, they almost remind me of they're like our little undrafted rookie that kind of made it to the big leagues. And now they're like this dominant thing and you see a bright future. So I just want to send our love to the teams and then we give you your outros on the way out.
Thank you very much for saying all that. I think for us in the studio, we don't even need to win any award or something.
But you should.
Awards. But if we would be at least nominated or something, be there with the big guys, with the big lead, just be among the winners team in a way, that would be nice. But we are not doing video games for the awards. So we are doing the video games that we think are cool. We are doing the video games that people luckily appreciate. And if someone wants to give us a prize for that, feel free. But this is absolutely definitely not the reason we are doing it.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah,
Fair enough. Let's get our
it's
outros
nice to get appreciation, of course.
as you deserve. So let's get our outros. Lord Addict, before Toby goes on his way, the man came through sick to the realm and held us down. Where would you like to say your final words to Sir Toby before he heads out?
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on and giving us some insight on certain things. Coming from someone that didn't play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 a whole lot, playing the second one, I regretted not playing the first one. So, because I remember like the first one came out in like a weird slot where I was like reviewing 3 games at the same time, and most of the time, I have a hard time going back because now, especially now, that I'm literally just reviewed 2 games, and then like 2 weeks I'm gonna have to review another 2 games. Like,
Yeah, it's a crazy time. And shout out to them for moving that release date up. So Lord King,
and shout out to you guys for giving plenty of time for the reviews to actually digest
1
the
month,
game.
right?
yes, super confident, super transparent.
That's
It's
when you're
rare.
confident in your game.
It's rare, man. Shout out to Warhorse again. Rare. Shout out to Play On. Very rare to see that kind of thing. Lord King, any final words for Toby before he heads out?
See you in Germany. That's my next push.
Looking forward, bro.
I honestly remember our conversation that we had that night, and he was like, yo, you get out there, don't worry. I'm going to show you around, because I had a little trepidation, but you eased those fears. You said, the same way as you're taking care of me over here today, I'm going to extend that hand to you over there. And you are a man of your word, because you came to New York and you got the guys out there. Like I said, I wish I would have been there. You are a stand-up dude. And to see that you guys took engine that not everybody is using. So that means that that's stuff that not everybody can do. And to produce the level of quality that you have done with the engine, my hat's off to you, sir, because I thought y'all switched engines, and to know that you didn't, to know that this stuff was all, groundwork. And the fact that you said working on getting to the metal on the Series S allowed y'all the flexibility and growth for the other ones that you had larger headroom, shows that you guys are down for the passion. Like you said, you're not looking for the accolades. You're looking to make the best possible game that you can make. And I salute you for doing so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lord.
This is definitely the game we always wanted to work on and make. This is the passion or the idea. This is the game we dreamt of in 2014 that we introduced on Kickstarter.
That glow up is heavy. Lord Petey, man. Always fun with me. You get together. We get that tripod down. We got the handsome gentleman in front of us. He always brings the energy at any showcase. Any final words to Lord Toby before he heads out?
I mean, he knows that I have been talking and dreaming and thinking of this game like way before we even saw you in December. And like, I've been playing it pretty much every night, little by little, to get it done. I think that this game, how long did you say? I think you said it was like 180 hours if you just work on storyline. I think it's longer than that. And I think that this game is like, I think this is like game of the year or at least definitely a contender for me.
It's January, February, so that's
that's my high hopes, and from the rest of the people that I've like been talking to, and I can't say more than just thank you for producing this game, and I appreciate everything that you've done and the WarhorseStudios team has done, and you can tell and feel it through when you're playing it. And I mean, I can't say more than just thank you, and thanks for you guys for keeping you guys to the roots of your passion.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, Lord Gaming Forte, any final words for the legendary Sir Toby before you
I just want to congratulate milestones, sales. Those are all great things. Being a person that works in the retail space, being able to sell and facilitate these things to guests, just seeing the excitement around people. Like, I actually had like 9 of the collector's editions at my store pre-ordered. And watching people come into the store and pick those up, those giant boxes. When I opened it the first time, I was like, what is in this box? It had big old Kingdom Come Deliverance on the side of it. And I'm sitting there like, what is this? So before I even open, I go to the website, look at it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I was like, I got 7 of these things. And watching people come into the store on the day to pick them up, and just nerd out about how excited they were for this one because of the first one was just amazing, because we don't really get that much at the retail space no more because everything's like digital and stuff. But yeah, just to see that people are getting what they expected to get out of this game, and the love and care that comes from it. I always try to give developers the love when it comes to like what does it look like at a retail space, because you guys don't get a chance to really see it as much. But yeah, people are very, very excited to the point where I know I sold out of it literally in that first day. Wow. People was coming in the store looking for it, was like, hey, do you have a copy? I was like, no, even the website's out. So I can definitely see this game doing what it's expected to do. And word of mouth is just going to make it go even further.
Thank you, sir. I'm very proud of the collector's edition because I personally designed it.
Oh,
nice. It was a time that was like really early, like maybe end of 23 or somewhere there, and it was super early, and it's like, because there's no one at WarhorseStudios or Playon who actually takes care of collectors of this. So it was a bit like, okay, so what do you want to have, Toby, and how expensive do you want it to be? It's like, I was looking out the window, said, $200 sounds like a good price, 199 euro, and I would like a soundtrack. There was no soundtrack yet. I said, okay, well then I want a figurine. Oh, figurines are so expensive. Yeah, but there was never a proper one in KCD1, so I want a proper figurine. And I was starting to add stuff in there over and over, and all of a sudden it became so big and so such a huge box, and I already said, okay, just go and produce it, start producing it, and then Playon came and said, oh, okay, we have to talk about the size of this and the weight of this thing. Sorry, it's ordered already. Like, I was faster ordering it or producing it than them telling me to dial down again. Because usually there's like the price from inside must somehow reflect the price from the retail price. So usually it's like 1 to 4 or something like this. And I said, no, this will be absolutely Warhorse, we don't want a cent about that. We want to have to make this like a fan service kind of thing. So the inside is like half. So it's just the production price is like half the price from the.
Yeah,
but then there's still the game inside, so
yeah, that's rare.
Just really the margin is tiny, so
you know how rare that is now.
Yeah, salute for the game being inside. That's rare.
I had literally people up until the week before it launched. They was like, "Hey, it doesn't show on the website if it actually comes with the game." And I was like, I think it does, but I'll let you know when they actually come into the store. And
plus
I was happy
all
to see.
DLCs, of course, gold edition.
But
I had to ask the only person I had to ask was the CEO, and I said, hey, listen, we want to do, I don't know how many we produce, like 15,000 or something like this worldwide. I said, hey, listen, are you okay if we do a box in which we will not earn any money, but it's like the people who will get it will super hype about it. And luckily he said yes, and it became a bit like the PlayStation 5 moment when they released it, that it was nowhere available. So in Czech Republic, it was sold out in 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yep.
So Germany was, I think, 1 hour. UK was 1 day. Something that was sold out immediately.
Wow.
So.
That is
collectors want to collect.
I wanted 50,000. Playon said 5,000. At the end, I got 15.
Listen,
everybody wins.
Listen, I was happy to tell people when they was like, "Hey, are you doing it?" I was like, "Yeah, you might want to come up today because it's probably going to be gone by the end of the day because it literally just popped up." And when they came into the store, I'm thinking like, FedEx walks in with the boxes. I'm like, "Oh, it's a bunch of PS5 Pros. Like they're going to probably sit them for a while." And then I look and I was like, oh, those are collectors. It was incredible. So it is even great to know that you are the man that has something to do with that.
I didn't paint them. I just put them together. I had a friend of mine in the studio who did all the painting, right? But
when I saw it, I was googly eye over it. So
that's dope,
it was great.
So look,
I wanted really hard to make every single item in there like super connected to the game. So the letter, for instance, again, I wanted to have the letter from the first game. The end of the first game, you get the letter in the beginning, you lose it. So only you as a owner of the collector's edition, you know what's actually inside that letter and so on. So I tried. The only thing that is maybe not so connected are the cards. Probably dice were better, but we had dice in the Kickstarter collector's edition, so I didn't want to do them again. And now I should have probably, but no, it's too late.
It's all good, brother. No, we love the fan service. We love to hear the stories. Love your involvement with that. You know, I personally think you have the most ultra realistic simulation in gaming right now in terms of that, in terms of the group dialogue, the conversation. Shout out to Tom McKay and Luke Dale for their amazing performances as Hans and Henry, and fortune truly does favor the bold. So we're gonna leave you with that one. Audentes fortuna juvat. Sir Tobi, WarhorseStudios, enjoy your day, brother. Much appreciated.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
You have a good one,
Later,
brother.
Tobi.
Take care. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No doubt. Let's get these super chats added so we can help me out. And I know, Peter, you got to run. And stuff like that. Yo, brother, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you holding us down. That was a lot of fun. And where can people find you before you go, man?
So as everybody knows, I am on YouTube and Twitch every single Monday through Friday. Would love to see about getting that YouTube page to grow a little bit more. So if we can check that out.
What's the name of that channel? It's
Lord PD TV. Oh, I just happen to have this ready to be pasted into.
Oh, you just happen to have it.
I just happen to have it ready to be pasted.
You were just ready to go.
Hey,
if anybody,
check your Twitter.
Yes, please subscribe to Lord PD, man. That's my bro.
Yes, I appreciate it so much, and thank you guys for everything you guys here do for us here, and I appreciate you guys.
No doubt.
So thank you so much, and I will talk to you all soon.
Yes.
All right. Have a good one. Have a happy Super Bowl, everybody.
Yes. You
See you all.
know. Salute the Lord Gamer.net, Lord PD TV. You saw the link in the description. Go check that out.
Thank you so much.
No doubt, brother. Go and enjoy your day. We're gonna do some super chats, and then we're gonna one time because it's a brisk show today. There's a lot of things going on, but let's get
and hey, y'all did not pick my glizzies, so King does not do glizzies.
No,
this
the
week?
King is doing glizzies. That's pushed off for a week, sir.
I didn't
Not on the abbreviated show, sir. Not happening.
So the King skates again.
The skates again.
Like
you Carmen San Diego. Nah, bro.
Get me next time, Gadget. Next time,
Copper. See?
Copper.
You are
no
hilarious.
for me.
Anyway.
Tony. You did not super chat, so no glizzies for the King.
It's going down. Shout out to E-Rigs. Don't listen to Rel. We got
we didn't. We didn't even. It's not even a. Hold up.
Yeah, we didn't even do the poll. He paid him the money. E-Rex, $2 super chat. Turn console warring to off, just like the PS said. Wow, messy. Oh, thanks, Attic, you on it. Okay, BT Maverick 707 with the $5 super chat. Did you guys notice the Helldivers 2 PS5 Pro upgrade? Devs opted not to use the $800 first-party exclusive pisser upscaler. Hashtag beta test console. I didn't know about this. Is this a thing? I didn't realize that. Okay, they're not using PS5 Pro stuff. Anyway, Realm, you guys confirm it out. Danny Passion Official, $5 super chat. For ROG Ally X user out here, I just uploaded a performance video guide to my YouTube channel. The game performance is great on handheld. Yes, I've been playing it on the Ally. It is amazing.
It's fantastic. Yeah, and they did not use the pistol. Y'all got to stop with those glizzies in the chat.
Yeah. There we go. We back on point now. That's how it go. Daddy Passion Official again. He said the video guide is for KCD2 running on the Ally. Salute. We love that. Danny Passion Official again. $5 super chat. So far enjoying the game, but I wish combat was more straightforward. I think that would get more casuals into the game. Look, got a point, but it's definitely a system that once you learn is super rewarding. I got to get those combos like Attic said. Shout out to Cedric H, member for 55 months. Put the crest in the chat. Salute. Danny Passion Official again, $2 super chat. Game combat needs to be satisfying. 4 out of 10. Look, man, you struggling? I would tell you, get a mace. Mace saved my life. That's what I started getting better. That's just me because I wasn't nice with the sword like that. Salute. Shout out to Fia Marie. Salute with the £5 super chat. Manly McAlpha says, why do all my characters like guys? I don't get it. Devs, yeah, about that. Me winks at the bear. This game rocks. I see what you're doing, Fee. I see what you're doing. That was funny. Salute. So we are all... Yo, the glizzies is wild. Hey, yo! Why you muted, Zoom? Why you muted, King? Why you muted now? Yeah. That's right. That's right. Run it up.
Yeah, listen. Y'all showing glizzies and not super chatting. does not get the glizzies to happen. So I support all the glizzies in the chat. Continue to glizz on, son. Glizz.
Y'all know what to do, bro. Remember,
y'all know what y'all doing.
He
Keep
got
going.
hashtag road to Tokyo. You got to look a grown man in his face with the glizzy.
Well, but that's they has to win. And y'all did not meet your goal.
This ain't the we just getting them started. We just getting them started for next week.
This is my week. Next week is static. So yeah, this
not
my
under
week.
abbreviating week and on the Super Bowl, sir.
This my week.
Nah, you ain't getting off this. You're not escaping this time, Batman.
Next time, gadget. Next time.
Anyway, you are ridiculous. We're going to do this. I'll finish this out with the final joke because we know we got Super Bowl days and people got things we got to do. Yeah, that would be crazy if you do it. If you do it, it's going to be crazy. Selfish Jamer's wilding right now. All right, so Selfish Gamer, how many glizzies you going to put in one chat?
It don't matter. He ain't super chatted. Don't matter.
Anyway, look,
y'all going to be a disappointed team.
Oh, Robert Kellett with the $2 super chat
sorry,
with
Kelly.
the glizzies in the Lords of Gaming came through.
Robert Kelly, I'm sorry, it's $10 or better. I love the valid effort. But next time, Gadget. Next time.
You are ridiculous. Anyway, so look, we got to get to it, man. Final topic. PlayStation servers. They were down for over 20 hours. I know players were reporting getting back online, but there was an outage, and it says the service webpage where they said it went offline Friday night, leading to frustration among players who criticized the company, offered little explanation at the time. Some players were back, and again, just going through it, they said that users on the subreddit said they couldn't connect to the servers once again as of Saturday afternoon. Fortnite X account had updated as far as their service page, and again, it was just reported that it was down, and then I guess the frustration most likely was just that no initial response, you know what I'm saying, from them in reference to like any of the social media accounts or the hashtag Ask PlayStation account. You know, as of now, it is up, and this was at 6:58. The Ask PlayStation account put the on February 8th, they put the tweet up. PSN has been restored. You should be able to access online features without any problems now. For more detail, go to status.playstation.com. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now, some people were still a little mad about, you know, not hearing anything. So we do have some updates as far as Sony now. Shout out to Akami, put this out there, giving PlayStation Plus members an additional 5 days of service due to the 18-hour outage. So you got that, you know. So yeah, this was something that went down. You know, a lot of people, you know, were upset, but it looks like it is back now. So any thoughts on the outage? King, do you want to set this up? Should I just go to you, or should I just go to the rest of it?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, why? I know console war.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's just like it's disheartening, especially if you were a double XP gamer when it came to Call of Duty. You apparently scheduled your weekend, and that's why I went live on Friday playing Call of Duty. So you know, Saturday when the outage happened, we didn't know because we was playing Fight Night Fridays, and and us on the Xbox. I was playing on the Xbox, and that's why I always advocate for a side check. I always advocate for a side check. When one is down, the other one's up, and I didn't know because I was playing the one that was up, and then I found out that PlayStation was down. And I was like, man. My heart went out to you guys. I understand it's frustrating, especially if you have a digital collection and you can't sign into your single player games and you can't actually get into games. And I heard that it wasn't recognizing the disk drive in your PlayStation 5 Pros because you have to, the license when it comes to that. It was just a lot of unanswered. Sony not coming out, taking ownership of the outage, just leaving you out there, just like, damn. But what I did see GameStop say,
yo, GameStop.
Yeah, they did. I was at work.
Yeah.
I was at work, and I just happened to see someone retweet it, and I was like, wow, this is what. And they said, you guys want to go all digital.
This is your future. Yeah. This is your future. You don't want to have physical copies, and I'm just saying, that gives you one to grow on. Because if you're looking at it and you're looking at this outage for 20 hours, man, could you imagine this is your only day that you got to game and this is your only console and you came home and you're ready, you're like, yo, I pushed everything to the side and you have this outage. I know things in life, you have to roll with the punches, you have to get up and, do some stuff or whatever. But man, my heart really goes out to those gamers that weren't able to maximize their time for whatever games that they had. Could you imagine if you were a writer for a website and you had a hard deadline and the game that you were reviewing, you couldn't get into the game because the network was down and you couldn't get your review up and you couldn't get it out the door. Like I said, my heart goes out to each and every last one of you guys that weren't able to access your games that you paid for on a console that you picked. So I advocate for having multiple consoles. I also advocate for physical if you're able to get it. Again, this is one to learn. So, and Sony should have been a little bit faster in assuring the public that they're working on the problem in the background. But I love the petty when it came to GameStop. I love the petty. I can't lie. The petty was beautiful. That was a beautiful.
Petty was beautiful. Yeah. Oh my God, messy. Let's get to you, Forte, because again, this definitely impacts you. When you're working. So, what were you thinking about during the outage? Obviously, the length of time of the outage, and then initially, a lot of the frustration was, there was no updates from PlayStation as far as what's going on. Now, obviously, they have since updated. Now, service has been restored. It look like they're doing the 5 days PSN. Like, what's your feeling of this whole situation with the PlayStation Network outage?
So the funny thing was, I actually had an associate because he bought we had somebody return the 30th anniversary edition because they ended up getting the pro version of it. So they had a standard one and they returned it. So it was only digital. So we had to wait for a disc drive to come in, and it came in literally on that day. And my associate came in and bought it and went home. It was like, hey, is there something going on with PSN? Because I can't register my new disc drive. And then I was like, not that I know of. And then that's when I looked on Twitter and was like, the whole world was like on fire because nothing was working. And then it literally just kept coming to the conversation about everybody was like, I was saying like, listen, this is kind of part of the reason. Like, I'm not saying that everybody should go, stop, be fearful of their digital libraries and stuff. But that is kind of what you sign up for when you go into a digital ecosystem. The fact that, like King said, a lot of people were impacted, taking weekends off to play Call of Duty, Call of Duty double XP weekend.
Yeah.
I was able to play on Xbox and on PC, and I was enjoying every bit of it. And guess what? Those servers were real clean because we had to deal with PlayStation people,
Hey, yo.
Just saying,
Hey, yo.
it was, hey, listen, when there's less people in there, the servers seem to work better sometimes, but no, I still feel real bad for the people that it was impacted by that, because it's really, really hard to gauge when you want to take time off. And then the longer it took PlayStation to acknowledge this, it started going back to shades of like 2011, and even though it people started literally talking about it. Like, I had people coming up to the store, they were buying physical copies of games because they could. Like, I had a person literally come to the store and buy a physical copy of what game was it? Of Metaphor, because he had the digital version and he couldn't play it. So he came up to the store and was like, hey, do you guys got a used copy of Metaphor? And I was like, yeah, we do. And he came up to the store and he told me the whole story. He's like, yeah, I got it digital. It won't even let me play it. So I'm hoping that I can use my save file and just play this one. He said, can I bring it back within 7 days because I already own it? I was like, oh, yeah, if they get it fixed before then, or just return it before 7 days. But yeah, that just lets you know how impacted it was to people, because some people could play games, some people could. You could log into your account, you just couldn't see anything. It was like your trophies were being shown. It was just a huge mess, and I'm happy that it didn't go into like the 48-hour territory. But it's still the simple fact that a lot of people were just very, very upset that PlayStation, first of all, didn't say anything, and then third of all, it happened in the middle of a weekend when most people get a chance to, in their time to play. Everybody's not 14 years old and out of school and got every day. You got people like me, King, stuff that we're doing on, you know, outside of that, and this is like the only opportunity we have to play games.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I definitely hear you on that. Lord Addict, PlayStation outage, your thoughts, what you're feeling on the compensation and the whole situation.
Lucky they gave you anything. Most of the time these people do something, they just act like it didn't happen. The moment it's up, okay, it's up, leave me alone. Look, this happens. I mean, AT&T was having major issues yesterday too. I couldn't even make phone calls yesterday. There's been multiple times where I couldn't sign into Xbox Live for hours and hours. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of us share, you know, digital libraries with other people. So when you don't have access to the internet, you don't have access to the games that you own. You have access to the games that the other person owns. It's just not what you own. So I always tell people, man, go own multiple platforms. Don't play that console war stuff, man. Don't do that tribalism stuff. Get multiple platforms. Because one goes down, you always have access to the other. Now, look at the internet when Twitter goes down. Well, X, whatever you want to call it. The world shuts down when X goes down. So it's like literally this could happen to any company in the industry. So.
No, well said.
It does seem like it happens to PlayStation a lot, though.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, my first thing was like, oh no, like what they said, is this the like similar to the hacking situation? Because I was just concerned about the silence. Because it was just like, all right, you know, if you have something going on or whatever. Look, things happen. There's services go to Xbox Live have been down before, but I guess it was just a length of time. And I'm like, all right, what's going on here? So that part. But what King said was actually interesting. That people who have the disk attachment couldn't utilize the disk, so that showed me that there's an online check for that part. That actually surprised me. So the thing that you need to play physical or the digital system won't allow you to do that. And again, these are things that we do got to consider. And again, I am guilty. I am, you know, Lord Digital. I you know, no disrespect, you know, Forte. I do. There's a part of me that misses the camaraderie of the launch of, like, you know, the overnight launch where we used to be online, you know, outside the GameStop. But there's a part of me I do like the little, you know, little pre-purchase of GameStop card.
That's right. Stop the robbers. Stop the robbers.
The goons.
No more gooning.
The gooning was outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, Addict, you know, we was worried about him. He had his deck chair, but he had Big Zach with him, you know what I'm saying? So they was holding him down.
Addict, they don't do that.
They don't mess with Addict. They see him. They like, we're leaving him alone.
No, they don't do that, period, where he's at.
No,
they
they get it. He's from where Randy Moss is from.
Not like us. Like us.
No, it's different, though. It's different did it for us because it's urban, but they from the Randy Moss era. Like, straight cash, homie. No, it's straight cash.
But you see, but
we have hundreds of people at our midnight releases back in the day.
Yeah, but y'all get robbed by hundreds. Like, because see, y'all can have 100 people out there.
So now the only thing you're doing is collaborating. I never need to live in New York. That's all you're doing.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about robbers. I'm happy we're digital to stop the robbers. Now we got to figure out how to stop the scalpers, but we stop the robbers. Now, if this is a byproduct of removing the robbers from the streets good, then we're going to have to live with 18 hours of no robbing. I'm cool with this. All right, understand, this is a good thing, people. We have stopped the robbers. No longer do you have to worry about your purchase being in jeopardy. I love this. But listen, they just need to, they're not on Azure Cloud Server anymore, right? They went back to AWS, right?
I forgot what they're on. I didn't get a chance to look. I'm going to assume. I could be wrong. I could be assuming AWS. Yeah. I think that deal with the Azure thing fell through.
It fell through because their transistor wasn't working. Yeah, their transistors wasn't working. So this is not console warring. This is my opinion. But the question is, bigger question. The bigger question is, Sony doesn't ever tell you exactly why the outage happens. Always. We always find out like a week or two later that it was a major hack going into something. Do we believe that it was a major hack?
All right,
because everybody's yelling out hacked.
All right. So this official statement is network services were fully recovered from an operational issue. I don't know what operational issue. Do we have any details yet on as far any other specifics, realm, let me know. But as far as the update, story's been updated. What that was at 2 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, and I'm looking at Polygon's article. They have the latest update. So Yeah, all I'm seeing is operational interviews. So I don't issues. So it is interesting for that level of
Somebody fell
outage.
asleep at the control panel. That's
Right.
what it was.
I guess the
I mean, it could be one of those things where they're updating something on the store end and they had to backtrack the whole update, like because they've done that before, where they pushed out an update and something happened on the back end where they couldn't fix it and they had to backtrack the whole update and it brought down PSN. Like that's happened.
I got okay. So they text me. They told me what happened.
They text me.
Live from KNN. What happened?
So all right. So this is what happened.
It seems like a lot like console warring.
Yeah, but let me hear what happened.
No. This is not me console warring. This is the text. The text came in and they said, okay, so they said, as you know, Indiana Jones is about to go live. They were running some tests in the background and they tried to do quick resume and it crashed the whole PlayStation Network.
I can't with this guy.
Oh my God.
I can't.
So what they're saying is the Series S was the problem and it knocked out the PlayStation 5 network.
Right now,
This is not me. This is text messages from live from the people in the street. I can show you right now.
Yeah.
Here's a text message with all the details. That's the details.
KNN, yeah.
They said that due to Indiana Jones quick resume feature, it broke the PlayStation Network.
The whole network, one game, yeah.
Yeah, he said, be on the lookout for more like this when they try to do like us.
Okay, so this is what happens when you
and then he got
games on
then he got Kendrick Lamar dancing and says,
I can't
not
with you.
like us.
I can't with you.
Yeah, hashtag Super Bowl Sunday. Let's get it.
I want to break protocol. Let's make it rain to Tokyo. Phase 23 BKNY with the $20 super chat, giving us clarification from a PlayStation perspective. He said the no disk drive works even when PlayStation PSN is down. If you don't set your console on PS5 as your primary or game share,
it's not saying the digital library thing is what people are talking about.
Yeah, so these are the
now
dudes,
you probably do need to be connected to the internet one time with the disk tray to download the actual software, but I don't know if it's like you need it every time because I don't be playing on, even if I'm playing on PlayStation like that, I don't play on physical, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, so shout out to Facebook. Again, he sent another $2. He said this works on PS5 when PSN is down. So again, mostly affecting, so this is exposed to people as game sharing. It's pretty much what it is. So if you game sharing, you ain't gonna be able to do what you do.
So the dudes that was complaining was the broke boys. That's what you said? The renters was complaining.
He is correct that most of the people affected are most likely doing what we consider the digital hustle, which is allowing your mans to get on, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. But yeah, funny. Now that's pretty much all I got on it. Again, glad that they was able to get that. But my main concern was just more so I was worried that it was any type of data breach hack because this has happened in the past, and I just wanted to make sure the silence wasn't there. But hopefully, it is just an operational issue. Twitter was wild. People were going crazy that they couldn't get on, man. So we realized how.
Well, we know
you know
now
what made
that
it
it was
worse.
the broke boys.
You know what made it worse because it was literally right during the Monster Hunter beta.
Dudes
Monster
is tight.
Hunter.
Yeah,
the Capcom's talking about extending, giving us another Monster Hunter open beta because of it. So when in doubt, leave it to PlayStation and get us another open beta.
And you know what's crazy?
Xbox, y'all double up.
Destiny had the dungeon contest mode. And they had to make a statement because of all the PlayStation people affected that they're going to have to do it, like, again, a separate thing because those guys obviously couldn't win the contest mode. So they couldn't get on. So, that was interesting.
Stop acting like anyone on PlayStation is going to win anyway.
Oh, damn. Slander.
Most likely they were going to. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm willing. Now, is there people that's won on console when it comes to that? Yes, but I'm willing to bet you if you go back and you look,
you talking
a
about
vast
PC?
majority of the people are on PC that win those competitions.
All right.
Wow.
We got that. Be a Bessie. That was a very, very, very console work.
Wow.
No, that's just saying people play on console on PC more
Destiny.
When it comes to Destiny.
In your defense, the majority of the people, right, Forte, that generally win world first in Destiny tend to be PC. I don't think I've ever seen. He is right.
I think there has been teams occasionally, but But then you got to keep in mind this is cross-play, progression too. So you could literally, be on a team that's primary Steam with one PlayStation dude. So
No doubt.
we do need a shirt that says "Stop console warring."
Yeah, we do at this point. It is hilarious. Yeah, we definitely got to get that going.
Yeah, put your guns down.
No doubt. So look, let's get these super chats before we get up out. We get out of here nice. And
Yeah,
close.
see, King, no glizzies. No glizzy King. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for supporting me for not doing the glizzies. Thank you.
He's not getting out of this shit.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
You rubbing the cat. Anyway, shout out to Robin Kelly, $2 super chat. He says PSN being down for nearly 24 hours is baffling. Okay. Shout out to Donald Taco with the follow super chat. All I want to know is when y'all ever see Nintendo Switch Online go down? The greatest, most stable online service ever. # no console war.
Yeah, it's just two people playing over there.
Yeah, let's be real here. The traffic on the Switch is a fraction compared to what it is on other platforms. I'm pretty sure they can host that from like a server room in Maine on Wednesday night.
That the Nintendo Switch servers don't have the monthly active users necessary.
No, I'm sure there's plenty of people playing, just not online game.
They do not have Call of Duty Double XP weekend. Not yet, though.
They don't have Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's right. But they got it. They got a contract. They got a contract in place.
They got a contract, though. You right
Switch
about that.
2. It's still showing up, man. We're gonna run it up on these bums. Let's go.
We're definitely reacting to that.
Oh yeah,
that event.
Oh yeah, for sure. To get to see what Xbox games come to the platform.
Oh man,
it's gonna be interesting.
If they got quick resume, you know what happens. They're gonna go down another 24 hours.
I can answer that for you. Everything.
What did you give up? What was the Thanos line?
Everything. To get everything. Yeah.
I am inevitable.
Yeah, I'm inevitable.
Yeah, we got 15 first-party games coming out this year. God bless. I'm having fun.
Everything.
Yeah, no console wars. Stop the console warring, people. Cut it out.
Megan Rain of Tokyo, Charitar, $10 super chat. It's crazy Sony built their reputation off trashing Xbox One for always offline, and people couldn't play their games during the outage. Going PC is disentangling you from these kinds of problems. Really? I mean, those are digital PC.
I'm not listening to him, but that's console warring stuff.
Shout out to Charitar, though. You outside with it. I feel you.
Yeah, we play everything, sir.
Yeah, you're ridiculous. Go ahead, my Muslim brother. No more Oscar. $2 super chat. We stand with General Addict. Hail the busted hearts. You won the Great War, Addict. That's what they're saying. You suffered.
We're not standing anywhere. We've already sat down. We've already declared victory over General King. So
you heard?
He's ascended. You can't ascend unless you lose.
I mean,
he put the white flag up.
He waved the flag.
Came to agreements. We came to the agreements. King is out running things. It's fine.
So it was the peasants overthrew the peasants. The mustard hearts.
Really, the mustard hearts had their own ABK acquisition. That was King. So.
Namaste, my brother. Whatever you perceive to be real, God bless.
God bless.
But understand,
you know what they say, man. It's more about perception than reality.
But that's right. Understand in the end, if you don't have my 70%, things get left.
They try to say
it gets stink. That check didn't come in yesterday. We had to shut you down for 18 hours. So make sure the money come through. If the money ain't clean, look, you know what happened.
They said that you the Nas, you the Ether, you won the battle, but Addict won the war. You used the Jay-Z takeover. You ended up working for him.
Cog, what you didn't realize is the check didn't clear on the first. So until that check cleared, that's when they was able to get back in on the PSN. We had to shut you down for 18 hours. So
that's between you and PlayStation. That had nothing to do with my peoples.
Well, at the end of the day, your peoples are mustard hearts. So
yeah,
we know where they reside.
Claiming victory. Man. The mustard hearts are claiming victory.
Yeah, well, the victory was ours. Y'all got to do everything over. Reset day. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Dungeons. Reset day. Reset day for each of y'all. Go ahead. While y'all reset, we play. God bless. Console warring. No console warring.
No console warring. Oh man.
No console warring.
I cannot with y'all. Look, man, fun Sunday. Look, everybody enjoy. We're going to do our outros because it is Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So we got to definitely send some love. So start with Lord Addict, man. Where can the fine people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You can find me on Twitter, LordAddictILP. You can also find me on my Addict Arena YouTube channel. First off, I want to apologize for that. I know I haven't really done a lot of content on there. Look, there's just been so much going on. It was either play online with you guys or make sure I have good enough when it comes to Avowed, because I want to review it personally on my channel. So that is done. I got a bunch of editing to do, so hopefully this week, fingers crossed, I can resume streaming, because I ain't streamed in like 2 weeks because of all this. It's if I'm not having a game that I got to review, there's like 4 videos I got to make. There's like 10 thumbnails I got to do. Like I'm literally going crazy. So.
I feel you working hard, bro, and like I said, appreciate you again. I know the fans of Lord Addict, they want to see more from him, as far as streaming stuff. But he got stuff cooking. He's got a ton of stuff. One thing settled down. You get your boy back, but right now we working. We got things cooking. Lord King, where can the find you? What you got going on, sir? Also, what's your Super Bowl pick, man? Who you got, man?
I don't even know who's playing.
Oh damn.
All I know is I got Kendrick Lamar, not like us. I got Kendrick Lamar for the win. I think he's gonna get 5 more Grammys tonight. I think Drake will lose this evening.
I cannot.
Yeah, so anybody just tuning in, you can catch me on Frontline Gaming Streams, where I play games every day streaming. You can jump in the chat. We have conversations. Also, you can catch me on Xbox Frontline News, where I drop videos daily and we talk about video games on Saturday. I've been going live on Saturday. It's been a little fun thing, so I'll probably put a little overlay over there and do something nice for you guys. But I do have another channel that's about to pop out. Ooh, I am working with your finest. Oh, yeah, we have to pop out and show too, like Kendrick Lamar is going to do this evening. So if y'all think it's not going up, it will be up.
It'll be
the same way that the same way that Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs will win. I honestly believe so. It's been written already. The book of NFL has already been written. So y'all are just watching the play as it plays. Y'all just like good theater. It's a great movie for y'all to see. But remember I said this, so at the end when I told y'all they won by 3 points, and y'all say, damn, King is really that dude. Remember what I said, 3 points, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I think that's what's going to happen. But also, guys, listen, I want y'all not to take anyone for granted. If you have not talked to any of your family members in a long time, I think you should reach out. Don't let a grudge last to a point where there's no coming back. Sometimes we put ego in the way of things, and we do not remove ego out of the equation. Ego is the big detriment between man, and sometimes you just have to look past the ego and say, I'm sorry, even if it's not your fault. If you keeping this war going on, a silent war sometimes, out of sight, out of mind, is not really good. Remember, we're all we got, and that's your blood. So friends and everything, listen, I honestly say mend all fences, because one day that hole, you won't be able to close that hole up, and it's just going to stay with you. So please, guys, remember, just not promise tomorrow. So again, with this being said, my heart goes out to my extended family on this podcast, people around the world that I don't get a chance to talk to every day. Don't think that you're not in my hearts, and I'm gonna do my best in trying to reach out to you guys. So again, on a serious note, please reach out to those people that is in your heart.
That is well said. So timely as far as what's going on in the climate today. Definitely appreciate that. And of course, Lord Forte always holding us down, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. You have I have no idea the stuff you help us do. We get better at dealing with Forte, man. Certain things, man. You got our edited up. You got us doing things, man. You got us glowing out here, man. Appreciate you, man.
No, man, I like being here with you guys. So it's always a pleasure. So with that, Gaming Forte on YouTube, Twitter, Xbox Live, and PlayStation. DBS Podcast Thursday with the homie Slow Mo. Go reach out to him. He's been sick. That's why we didn't have a show last Thursday. He just got off his out of his bed probably 10 minutes ago, because that's how he's been feeling. But also been doing stuff on the channel.
Yes.
Listen, the amount of love in those comment sections from this chat in particular has been incredible. You guys have been crazy, and I love the back and forth that we have over there. and I appreciate it. So can't wait to be back here next week with you guys. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Who you got?
Enjoy it. Oh, listen. I'm gonna let Yoshi tell you. Yoshi's gonna tell you. Hold on.
What are we doing?
Yoshi's gonna tell you. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I cannot right now. I see what you're doing. You're making strategic legacy decisions.
Hey.
But I will say Philly got the
Green gang, baby. Green
gang.
gang.
All right, Fly Eagles, fly. So we doing. All right. So look, man. Yeah, man. Again, shout out to Sir Tobi for pulling up, man. Again,
Yes.
So proud of him. So proud of Warhorse. So proud of the team. Sticking to their guns. Sticking to their creative vision. Doing what they got to do. And I just love the confidence from the studio when we got to see them, the transparency from the studio, and to see this journey, regardless to whatever happens, it's truly been amazing. And we remember the Kickstarter. Remember going to PAX East and seeing this team like, yo, this is like the most realistic Skyrim thing we've ever seen in KCD1. Yeah. Now the glow up, now the CryEngine. Salute to that again. You know, it's so cool to see them get the accolades and the reviews critically, and then we'll see what happens with the awards. And then obviously financially with the million sold in like a day, 2 days. Like,
you notice how people put out their numbers. I'm just saying. Numbers is key.
Sir, you sound like your council work.
No, I'm not. I'm just
sound
talking
like
about
your council work.
Numbers is key, man. God
Are
bless,
you implying that when people put out actually copies sold versus other things that they're being silent? That's what we do.
It's just crazy. Everybody do it nowadays. It's a new trend.
It's a new trend, and you're looking for others to do it. You're looking for others to do it. Okay, I see what you do. As far as B Forte, yeah, I might be going for. I think my hatred for the Phillies Eagles is getting in the way of my bias. Because I'm as a Niner fan, I'm screwed. Because it's like the Eagles has been the ops to us lately, and they were I would be going for y'all, but y'all be so arrogant and so disrespectful. Like they beat us that one year when they knocked Purdy out, and I was like, bro, we didn't have a fair shot. Like, yeah, that's what we did to y'all. So I'm torn, but I do like Saquon. He for the BX. So he and that team, they got the. It looks like they are the team to do it, right? But then you got the Chiefs, you got Mahone, and I'm just saying, if he get a 3-peat,
that's why we don't need this to happen.
I'm just saying, I'm stuck because they've beat us. They stopped our dreams twice. So technically, I should roll for them anyway. I'm just gonna sit back as a casual observer and just watch because I'm torn. I'm legit torn right now. I can see the benefits of both sides.
Listen, you got screwed twice in the Super Bowl by refs.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be rooting for no Chiefs.
But I do have a thing. I gotta respect for because people are like, yo, Shanahan choked, but it's like, bro, they beat everybody. So if the Chiefs represent the Jordan of the era, then how can I be mad that we keep losing to Jordan? Like we're the Blazers, we're the Seattle Super.
It's 313.
You guys might as well be speaking a foreign language to me right now.
It's 313. Somebody was rushing to get out.
All right. You're right.
I'm not used to 330 was the hard stop.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, 330 was the hard stop. So what are we doing?
No, we can go.
Teddy P with the $2 super chat. Go Birds. Also came out winning like the Eagles.
Oh, all right. Now I get it. We definitely gonna wrap up because I'm not used to us being so on time and efficient. This is crazy.
Yeah. Somebody pushed for it, so he's not. He's surprised. He's surprised.
We never hit our target when it comes to time and big target.
Obviously, we're gonna hit a target if we have half the topics.
Yes. No, but normally it always go left. It is like it's always something that happens.
You wouldn't let it go left.
We gotta get up out of here.
All right, we gonna get up out of here. Dudes. So look at these dudes. Where we gonna send them?
Tell her we can see her anyway.
I don't even know why she bending down for.
She's crouching, and we can still see.
And we can see the whole thing.
You're still tapping the shoulder.
That's how my daughter come in. She's like, I can't.
I like Addict's reaction. He's just looking at her like, I cannot believe that this woman is doing this to me.
Yeah. Look at those twins in the background.
I love Addict neck reaction. It's hilarious. All right, so where we sending them, Addict? He's busy. He's doing stuff.
We ain't sending them nowhere.
Send them
to frontline gaming streams. That's what we got. Oh, I gotta set my thing. You were supposed to do it.
Set it up.
You gotta set it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Blaming you.
Yeah, well, he told me, he said, because he told me, King, I'll set it up. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm over there right now. Let me set it up. Hold on.
That's different.
Hold on.
Like you have to set up the stream for. I set up where we can raid you. But unless you set up the
pause.
stream, there's nothing to raid. Like,
Oh, this is true. All right.
Fair enough.
Hold on, yeah. I'll start setting it up from now on.
Everybody,
God bless.
enjoy your Sunday Super Bowl. Have fun. Be
oh,
safe.
give King like 3 minutes to set up his thing.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
So
so
now,
you guys can
now we
continue
extended it.
you can continue your foosball conversation.
So continue. All right.
I'm just gonna say this.
Foosball.
I'm just gonna say this while
What
we
you gonna
waiting
say?
on that.
Mhm.
See, listen, I understand where you coming from, bro, with this whole you torn.
I'm torn,
but this
bro.
is but this is the thing though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you from Kansas City. See, like for me, I was going through this with the whole Patriot era for 20 years. Everybody got tired of them, bro. But that's because I wanted the Patriots to win because I'm for the Patriots. You ain't for Kansas City.
I'm not.
Oh.
But here's
ain't
my
for
issue,
them.
Forte. Eagles fans, I would love y'all, but y'all too
Who-
arrogant.
It ain't about the
They
Eagles
be
fans.
wild, disrespectful, and I'm like, y'all
listen.
haven't won enough Super Bowls to be talking this crazy. So
Listen,
that's
who
why it's like
are y'all?
I'll be wanting to congratulate them, and they just be extra arrogant with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I just don't like the way they carry it.
Funny, King. Cog's not against the console into its football wars.
Yeah, now I gotta be console warring over here. Like this is a serious thing. They be kicking me on our grave. Like they wild disrespectful when we lose. So it's just I'm torn because I do like the talent on their team. Obviously, Hurts is nice. I like AJ Brown is nice, and then Saquon he a BX cat. He's from my borough. He's from the boogie down. So
Right.
I like that he could get it because to me he's different once they've been running the ball more. So that's why I just struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be real though. On the Chiefs side, I got wild respect for Spagnuolo. Spagnuolo
wow.
is
He's the
literally
only one.
like they got the best offensive line with Reed. You can make the argument, right? Because to me, Andy Reid is Shanahan before he got the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like remember, people don't realize Reed was losing Super Bowl. He was getting all the treatment that Shanahan. Now you put him with Spags. Every time Spags is out there, you saw how the Giants upset your Patriots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Two times.
Two
Spags
times.
knows how to shut people down. He's the greatest defensive coordinator right now to me. That's the difference. So I there's a part of me that wants them to get it to justify Spags' greatness, that I don't feel bad about my Niners losing all the time, and then to justify Mahomes' greatness coming up on the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And get it 3. Fix your face. I'm just saying 3. If you get a 3-peat, bro, we gonna have that conversation.
No, bro. No.
I did it for you, King.
It ain't
See,
no.
Forte don't like that. He don't like Mahomes.
I can tell you. I was looking. I was like, it's still not up. I was like, let me.
Oh
just
no,
do it.
because I'm doing something. I'm actually doing something right now.
Because then they
So
go.
it's I'm in.
All right, let me know. Should I transition it yet?
Yeah, I'm live.
No, not yet.
I'm
all right,
live.
so
So
we
we
still
can transition. I'm
You're
live.
Okay, you're live.
That's
All right, cool.
I'll be texting you like you a Chiefs fan tonight.
Look, I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying to stay.
By
I'm
3
trying to be
points,
neutral, but it's hard.
Remember,
Oh, man.
Forte. Remember what I said. By 3 points.
But we know what the real reason we there for. What is Kendrick Lamar going to do?
Not like
cool.
us.
Not
All right, we all
That's
good?
all, folks.
All right, everybody, enjoy
Later,
your Sunday
guys.
Super Bowl Sunday. Peace.
Hasta la vista, baby.